buds, welcome to Weed&d, the positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I'm your Dungeon Master for the night, Brandon Allen McClanahan, but my buds, they call me Bam. And my buds is you guys, and all these guys, and those guys, and all the other guys, and everybody, just all around the world. That song, remember that song, guys?
Kind of.
So glad to be here, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Huffle with that resub there. I see you. Adam's still alive.
Yeah.
Shout out to Munch, Card, Darko, Hunting the Boojum. I see y'all guys out there. So good to see you, Arj. Thanks for making it, baby. Guys, we are perilously close to launching our Chapter 3 of the Ganjaria Saga, featuring the Indicus Empire, forged by Thoricus Onyxheart after the Feywild catastrophe. We last week we got together with Abby Dandy, who's going to be back in the room with us, guys. Here, too blessed to be stressed, and we leveled up her Circle of Stars astral elf druid. So she's like this space elf with like stars in her eyes.
Cool.
Super cool, and can turn into animals and stuff. So that's fun too. Smoking some of that Indicus Empire. I feel that. So yeah, guys, today this is like kind of the last of our major prep streams. So if those of you that have been with us for a little while, they are a little bit more like just kind of behind the scenes with us as we build through some of the stuff we have to do. Fact is, right now, a lot of us are working on stuff. I did want to shout out the incredible show, Shoelaces in Paris, that I saw with Nicole and Brenna. Truly a fantastic show. I laughed very, very loudly. Grim Wilder in the house. Hey, Grim, what's up? Boom! That's that art that's made for you by Vlad. There it is. That's Grim Wilder. We're going to have everybody...
Achoo! Oh, I bled on it.
Oh, up in the DM solo. There it is. You can see it in the art channel on our Discord, too. But he made it. Yeah, he did a big one. It was like 8 by 12.
Wow.
Nice.
We are all going to sign that before this is done. And then I have a couple more signatures, and then I'll be sending it your way, bro. Dudes, it's been really cool to kind of like take the... There's like a level of production that I think that I pride myself on in our show, and bringing a storytelling experience and this collaborative thing that really, now that we're all together in the space, it's doing some new stuff. But I also don't want to dissuade newcomers when they're like not seeing us run into certain challenges or certain questions, or it's trust me, we don't know a lot of this stuff, and so we just have been kind of talking through it with the buds. It's been really nice. So Abby's character we built kind of in conjunction with chat, and it was a really good time.
Awesome.
And so that's kind of like, we have a few little things. And like I said, just to be totally honest, like short of doing it during show hours, it's just hard to get all of us, together at a time where we can do this stuff. So
anyone who plays D&D, I'm sure
totally
knows
understand
how difficult it is to get a group together.
That is not just production.
That's how you win D&D, is that you just have a group that can consistently meet.
Right, yeah, we're winning all the time. Our monitor just did a fun. Oh, there you go. No problem. Stream Avatar is launching. I was just like, did we lose everybody? So that's what this is, guys. As you can see, we are a little more, a little less fourth wall-y, all that stuff. It's just kind of a cool opportunity to share in the collaborative experience that goes into making a compelling game. And I lean on some tricks that I have found in this in-between space to find really like robust continuations of what the players want. My number one note to all DMs is like, focus on what your players want. That doesn't mean you have to forsake the way you want to deliver it to them, but player need, like finding what it is they're connecting with and trying to provide them those things is a great way to get really robust interactions, and where things start happening a little bit beyond what even I could do as a storyteller or any of us individually. It is that space that we get to where we have enough inner stuff to pull from this fantasy setting we're all kind of walking through. And I think we've seen it a ton of times now in practice. Like, it's like those moments that just build. So that's kind of what today is. We've got some stuff that we want to do. We're going to level up Shaymira, our continuing character from Chapter 2.
Yay!
We're going to talk maybe a little bit about the other characters as well, and some of that sense of like maybe a little bit about like what's come before, where they want to, any other thoughts. Like, you guys have kind of seen us as we're building them together. And so it's like a cool opportunity for me to check in with them. Maybe something they liked or we're connecting to early has changed. Hearing other players talk. This is all like kind of part of D&D, man. Like, a lot of this stuff would just happen around a table and a pizza and a Mountain Dew before you start playing. And so that's kind of this vibe. It is. This is a little bit more of a prep stream. And then we'll do a traditional session 0 next week. So I'd like to say we've been building skeletons of all these characters. We will take the meat and potatoes of what this world you're stepping into is and connecting them to each other and the campaign in our session 0. And then from there on, we launch the bad boy.
Very excited.
I've
Very
got
Launch that bad boy.
ready to go. So thank you guys for being here. Honestly, it's so great. This has been kind of a new Vancouver. I saw you sneak in there. So good to see you, bud. No fun, TJ. Oh, he's no fun. But yeah, he is. He's all kinds of fun.
He's super fun.
But yeah, dude. So this is kind of what we're going to. I skipped some stuff, so we are going to do our intros. I'm sorry, I kind of got into the show.
I was just gonna do it when you finally talked to me.
Yeah. So
Don't worry, dude. I already smoked a bunch of weed, so
I think that kind of happened. We were like, all right, everyone's kind of ready to go. All right, let's do that. So I am going to pass this. Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
You know what's weird? Looking at you
This side.
way, yeah.
This side, yeah.
I know,
a good
it's so
angle.
weird.
Yeah, you look nice.
Thanks.
Exact same spot.
But now I'm so
My
far
other
away
side
from
is.
Nicole.
Now I'm turning. I know.
We had talked about switching seats, or I did talk about switching seats around
For next season.
I think after touching all of Jake's stuff, I think I like this spot. But I'll have to talk to Jake. I
You
want
guys
to
can
see what
fight
he's
for it.
comfortable with.
Like your characters.
Yeah.
I mean, or you guys.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
could
wanna-
fight for
You
it.
can kiss about it.
We could kiss about it.
Just about it. Lots of options. So I'm gonna write all these down. Remember your players' needs.
Right.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you don't have to pass that day.
I mean, I'm sorry, Brenna. There is a rule. In,
No, I know, not to me.
Yeah.
But
Right.
just about.
It's going that way.
To
I
the
mean, I
left.
passed it to her, but
Always.
usually it was through
It goes through me.
you to her.
Maybe
So-
Jake will be over there, and then now you can.
There's only one way to find out.
Oh my God.
If you please allow me
Jake?
to pass this magical
Jake?
joint through the fibers of a song that Brenna's singing.
Jake, time for passing it
To my dear and wonderful
Jake.
friend,
Time for
Nicole Unger. Hey,
passing-
Nicole! How you
Oh my
doing,
God,
girl?
This is so crazy. Why am I first? I'm gonna wait. There we are.
Faked you out.
You got me too.
I got Seb, yeah. I was keeping guessing back there. I don't want you to get too
Gene?
comfortable.
What is up, buds? I'm Nicole Unger. I'm Shamira. I'm so excited to level up. It's gonna be so
Yay.
exciting.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God, I feel like I need to ask everybody a question because that's what Brenna always does.
Oh.
I see why you feel that.
Right?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Are
for
you
sure.
the new
Yeah. So
question asker?
holidays are fun.
Brandon.
Holidays are cool. What is your favorite?
Drink.
Your drink. Oh,
Yeah.
that one.
It's empty.
That's an empty drink.
Trash.
We are not sponsored by Twisted Tea, but
No.
they're a friend of the show.
What is your favorite like TV show Christmas or holiday episode? Mine is the Bleakin episode from Bob's Burgers.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna pass this through the magical fibers to Drew.
Does it come back to me or is it going to Brenna? It's fine if it goes to
I
Brenna.
thought it would go to Stephanie.
It would go to Steph. but
Oh
she's-
yeah, well I'll pass it over to Steph.
But also, it's your intro.
Oh, bye. It's your.
That's
Oh,
why
but
I
it's
passed
my
it to you
intro.
because of your
Oh,
intro.
okay.
I left her a J back there.
See, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, of course you did.
I did.
Hey,
I'm
listen.
So kind.
Did it
You
sound
did
nice?
great.
It was
Thanks.
here. I did. Here, hold on.
Wah!
Here we go.
Throwing things at your girlfriend.
There we go. She's got to join now.
Oh, it's weed though. So it's
Oh, it's
yeah.
fine. No, it's weed, but it's.
Throw all the weed you
Throw them
want.
all. Throw them all. Oh my gosh, we just watched.
What's up, buds? Drew. Big TJ Onyx heart in the house. That's right. Not Papa Thoricus.
Taricus.
Just Tiny Josh.
Tiny Josh.
Tiny Josh.
Well, Tenaricus.
Yeah.
Joshua. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Nolan's
Tiny,
Joshua.
Tiny Josh. It's fun. Just go with it, man.
I forgot to mention how fun it was.
No, it's fun. I'm super
Josh?
excited to be back for yet another episode of just hanging out with my friends because I love doing
Live.
that
Yay!
live, and you guys are dope sauce, and I appreciate you for it. My favorite Christmas TV episode?
Yeah.
I can't. God,
There's so many.
There's a lot. To
Every show does it.
I just don't really
Even
watch a lot
crime
of
shows. They all
Even crime shows.
I know one show you are.
I know what show you watched. Damn, that
Yeah,
was a
but
threat.
That was
And I'll tell
Stephanie.
everybody if you don't tell us what your favorite Christmas.
Well, I don't know. Here, do I pass this to?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are doing great.
We're doing.
We're
I
doing
just
really
threw
good.
her.
guys.
doing
around.
so good.
She's set. That's right.
Fuck, I can't. I honestly can't really think of any. I just don't watch TV.
Well, then think of favorite Christmas or holiday thing then. That
Holiday
You like.
thing. What's my favorite holiday?
Yeah, movie
thing?
I don't know.
It's fun in
Anything you
Assassin's
like.
Creed when they have the holiday season because it snows.
Do they?
The Sims also does holiday things.
Oh,
Dragonborn, the Iceborn. the Monster Hunter that we did. had
Yeah,
Christmas
Monster
events.
Hunter. They do a nice, fun Christmas festival. They send in giant snow beasts.
Yeah.
You know, you can collect their
Like
pelts
we
and
do.
make armor.
You
And...
might take notes. There's gonna be
Oh wait, are we
ferocious
gonna be
snow
doing
beasts.
that?
There's gonna be a lot of snow beasts.
We might be doing that. We might. Oh God, I'm trying to think of them all. Volcano was one. There's the other one, the big saber tooth.
We can't remember an Office Christmas episode that he liked.
No, I can't remember one.
Wow.
Rockin' Christmas.
Mo Rockin' Christmas.
Mo Rocka Christmas. Mo Rockin' Christmas. I just want Christmas is Christmas is Christmas.
Kathy asked, did 30 Rock do one?
I'm sure they did.
I heard we're good.
None are coming to mind, guys. But
okay.
that's because I'm focused on what we're gonna be doing here tonight, which is
Evident.
I'm never
evident
asking any
that
questions
that's
ever again.
that's where I'm at.
No.
No, I
You're
was
fine, you just-
unprepared.
You,
I was unprepared.
That's a bit thing.
No one saw
Brenna
that.
just doesn't
No one
better
saw
than me.
that. It's fine.
I spit out my popcorn. piece, 'cause
Anyway,
that was so funny.
So that's what I got. Back. Let's take it back to.
Back to.
Hey, buds,
Bam in
it's
the
Brenna
studio.
Folger here. I already did it. Hey, dudes, it's Brenna Folger here.
I can pass that over to Steph. No. Oh, that's right.
Just wait till we're back next week, guys, and it's gonna be.
Oh, God, I'm very concerned.
We're getting this out.
God, baby.
Sorry.
Flexing this out. Jake.
Hey,
Jake?
buds,
Jake?
Jake Taylor here. You might know me as Brenna Folger, who might know me as Gilda Radner. I'm a space blob.
Little plasmoid.
I'm a little plasmoid, but I'm like hot but see-through. Remember, I was like
Hot
I'm gonna have,
but
like she's
see-through?
got like a Pixar mom bod,
Ooh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
but like
I didn't mean to
but,
say it
like,
like that. Sorry.
But like
Oh yeah.
but you can
yeah.
absolutely see right through her, so it's so weird. It's still very like unnerving,
Yeah.
and she's always like damp. Like
Thank
dewy
you for using that word.
and damp.
Dave Clark 25 months.
What? 25 months, Dave Clark. That's over 2 years, baby. That's we're also using your D&D Beyond right now, so it's like
Thanks.
it goes way
So
deeper.
thanks
than
for that.
He also helps set the lights that are hung in this room right now, and
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of.
Didn't have to
Dave's
use a
dope.
step
Dave's
ladder or
awesome, and
nothing.
There's proof.
He's an ent.
Little Miss Incredible style that asks Grim, and I'm answering for her. Yes. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. It's your character. I can make as many Mrs. Incredible plasmoids as I want as DM,
Oh, absolutely, you can.
and have, and have.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And my favorite Christmas episode of something, I don't know, there's something, I'm just gonna fully say, because I was like, oh, it's probably something that has to do with like puppets or something silly. So I'm just gonna full on say Muppet Christmas Carol. I know it's not an episode or
that's
something,
okay,
but,
though.
Great.
Yeah.
but it's very, that gets me in the season. I wish that was played more than the Christmas movie,
Yeah.
the Christmas story, or whatever. It
Yeah.
just
like
gets played
that.
all day.
The one with
I like
the fucking
that.
leg lamp.
Just forever. I
Yeah,
don't care.
like I'm full.
I think it
like,
just-
I
Yes,
watched
me.
it for the first time recently.
I don't have that nostalgic connection to it.
it feels long.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's because it's always on. So
I had
it's
like
just-
5 BB guns.
WeeD&D's war against
Look.
the Christmas story.
Both eyes.
Coming for you.
I recently did the Game Master Monday show,
Yeah.
right? And we did like a Christmas battle, and one of my characters battled a
with
character from.
Grant and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob
Grant,
and,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
And I battled
Government names?
Ralph. What is it? Ralphie's the main character, right? What's his little brother?
Wait, is Ralphie the little brother?
Or is
No,
Ralphie the
Ralph's-
little brother?
I feel like Ralphie. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think Ralphie's the kid that shoots his eye.
Whoever the little brother who looks like a starfish when he's
Yeah.
got all that's so he played that. He was that character.
Can't.
That's great.
Yeah, and I killed him.
Oh,
Killed
yeah.
the child.
Well,
Historically, the worst map I've ever made was tied to a Christmas
It
campaign
sure was.
that we-
It
Oh,
haunts
man.
all of our nightmares.
And I have considered bringing it back for this campaign.
No.
I mean, it was too funny when I was looking
please.
for ice maps that I'd made, and I was like, it's there.
Who's the little bro? If Ralphie's the big bro, what's the little bro's name?
Yeah, who's the other bro?
Yeah.
Remember?
Why so little, bro? Why so little?
Why so little?
Yeah, what was Ben Savage's
Yeah,
name?
you guys
in that?
have Scott Fargus.
Turd Fergus.
Tim
Jared
Hanks.
Ferguson.
Tom. All right, well,
But you did a good job asking a question.
yeah, that was a great question.
It was
did
good.
good,
I'm just,
right?
again, I'm unprepared.
Well, also,
You think I was prepared to go first, Drew? Do you?
Nobody, there wasn't a
Do you think I was prepared? That threw me. I didn't know Brenna wasn't gonna sit over here.
Nicole, actually, the line is, did you, Drew, think that I was going to be prepared?
Did you, Drew, think that I was going to be prepared for this? moment. Now.
Yeah.
I know. I switched things up.
I did think that you were going to be prepared.
Well, thanks.
I don't know.
Egg on
And you
my
know what?
face.
I thought you were going to be prepared too.
Well,
Egg on mine.
Well, I didn't answer it.
I'm a vegan.
I have given no indication throughout the past 3 years that I would be ready for anything. So that shame on you.
You know what, Drew? Actually, I feel like you've come through on a lot of really cool things. You've had a lot of really cool spontaneous moments, and I've witnessed them here at this table.
Kissed right over there.
Just a
You
little
jumped
bit.
on my backpack and made a blood jetpack.
Blood jetpack.
Sure did.
Bro.
That was we didn't
That
talk
happened.
about that. That wasn't planned. That was spur of the moment. See, I believe in you,
Shit
I
happened.
believe in you.
Drew.
We did it. We got there in the end.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
It's good.
we got it.
It's good. I love it so
Randy.
much.
Randy's the kid.
Randy.
Randy's the kid.
Randy.
I knew it was an R. Anyways, Ben, what's yours?
All right, I can't. I just like those. What is it? I just forgot the name. Those little claymation.
Oh yeah, like
Oh,
Rudolph.
yeah, the Rudolph
Without
and
Santa
the...
Claus was
Yeah,
a real
yeah,
good
yeah.
one. Santa Claus coming too. Where he just rolls up to the ice wizard and he's like, "Here's a gift," and he's like, "I'm not an ice wizard anymore. Friendship is nice." I was like, "Man, they got to it. They
Yeah,
wasn't
they
like,
just
why,
cut
hey,
right
Mr.
through the
Ice Wizard?"
bullshit.
He's like, "I'm evil, and now I'm drying off, and now I'm your friend, and okay, here you go. Let's go get you some reindeer." Wizard guy. They just, what is it? Rankin Bass, right? Rankin Bass? Did somebody, maybe somebody got it before I did. Rankin Bass is the name
Bass
of the
Pro
animation
Shop.
company.
Yep.
Also, little factoid, there was a time in my life where I did want to be a dentist. Where I eventually wanted to be an orthodontist, but it absolutely stemmed from the character in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer who wants to be a dentist.
Yeah.
But I kind of also wanted to be a dentist, and then I saw him say that, and it was like, right?
I don't like to make toys.
One of my characters in this game was Charlie in the Box. I was Charlie in the Box.
I want to be the squirt gun that
Can you
only
do the
squirts
voice?
jam.
What did I
Hey! We haven't. Sean just got here, guys. Johnny got here. People are rolling in. We haven't done. I answered. So those ones.
Right.
Year Without a Santa Claus was one I watched a lot as a kid.
I like it.
Heat Miser, Cold Miser. Yes, I've considered bringing them into this campaign as well. But yeah, I absolutely love the Rankin Bass animated things.
That's great.
Well, you know, lots of great Christmas episodes as well. But as soon as you said, that's actually where I jumped first too.
I love it. Charlie in the Box. That was the
good.
voice I did.
It's pretty good.
And I killed a child.
Sean just came in and like kicked over one of the computers.
Interesting.
The squirt gun that only squirts jam, though? Like, there's a story in
there
it.
is.
What a tortured soul. Mm-hmm. What if those are his innards? You just
God.
slowly-
Outers.
innards out.
Yeah.
Well, now.
He's
That's
pooping.
pretty.
That's just him pooping, bro.
That's just him pooping.
Give him a break.
When you're getting your outers out.
Yeah.
Sean, this is about as well as it's been going. I did.
Yeah, she was just filming it.
So good.
So I was just-
You want to do the intro?
yeah, we're actually going to do us, we got us a little ritual we like to do around here.
Oh yeah.
Oh! Right.
Yeah.
Maybe you heard about it. Maybe you haven't. But we like to take a lighter. Like this Deep Roots Harvest from my friend Tyler, who lives right over there. Lighter. Make sure we're not going to light any of our friends, family, or Sean on fire. And go. Light us up.
Lon Sean Silver.
Let's level up some characters and world build and play some fucking D-Day. I blew my lighter out.
Weed&d, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load up bowl and make a roll to take control. Weed&d.
I never miss it. I always
Yeah, you never miss
no
it.
one noticed what just
Never
happened.
miss it.
Let me tell you, as a person with long hair, ducking down behind my monitor and trying to quick light this joint, almost dangerous. Almost. Remember the thing we do right before we go to the video? We're like, don't light things
Don't
on
light
fire?
things on
Yeah.
fire.
I almost did the thing.
That includes yourself.
Don't light
so-
yourselves on
That also
fire.
includes
You
you.
lit your hair on fire, right?
Yes. One time, I'll tell. It's a very brief story, but I'll tell
I
you,
like
I was
stories.
extremely high, and somebody handed me a bong, and I was like, it was like end of a long day. I was super high. I hadn't eaten yet, and I was just very high, and I had the bong like this and the lighter like this, and just so you can see, and then I went, oh, that's not close enough, and then I just went
Ah!
and lit. Like no one was around. Nobody needs to know this story. I just tell on myself.
Yeah.
But I watched as this just plume, it's just so fast. It was like, and I was like, oh my God, like how much of my hair is gone? And it wasn't bad. And I work, obviously I shoot flamethrowers in my job. And so it's like burning off the front of my hair is like, you'll see, I have very different lengths right there. But it was just like, it was the scare. I thought I legitimately was about to like, and then I couldn't, and then laughed at myself for a good 3 minutes about just like, why did you move both hands, like the same distance and amount, not get it closer to the bowl and then to you, but like, just nah. And yeah, that's the time that I lit my hair on fire. Take that, Quest Keep. Now you know about the time that I lit my hair on fire.
Raiders.
Oh, we got raid. Hold on, I need my, wait. I forgot about raid helmet.
Oh, man.
Oh, raid helmet.
Be careful putting it on. It's so sharp.
We came to play.
This is the sound keep running. Raid helmet. Boom, yeah. Quest Keep. Oh my gosh.
Bang things
You
on
can
your
kind of see
head.
Sean behind the
So
Twitch chat.
bad.
That's funny. He's hiding back there. Guys, this is the new raid helmet. Titty, welcome in. Good to
Titties.
see you.
I love
Quest Keep, we love you guys so much. If you're not following Quest Keep, do it.
what?
I'm gonna tell you in the helmet.
Yes.
If you're not following Quest Keep, I felt nothing. Follow Quest Keep or be destroyed.
Ooh.
Whoa, man. Whoa, what happened? What happened, guys?
You're quite.
So yeah, we've made that the raid helmet now. That's a fun thing we came up with during
I
the
like
Excel
that.
Jam.
Next time.
It is very sharp and dangerous.
It'll make a little more.
It's so
resonance.
sharp and dangerous.
Weed? Okay.
Thank you, Quest Keep, for bringing your party our way. We do always keep that train rolling at the end of our show. We are doing a little bit behind the scenes here as we're getting some of our stuff ready for Chapter 3. But also, we had a main thing we wanted to do here. Do we want to do the thing now? Should we do the thing?
Let's do the thing.
Let's do the thing. So, guys, just a real quick little bit of back history to Weed&d. Several years back, as we were kind of like perilously working our way through the battles of the internet and technology, I was a bit overwhelmed and I was kind of sinking and just like, it was hard to keep everything going, and I wasn't getting a ton of support on the technical end of the backside of things. And then I found out my friend Sean, who is a brilliant director that I'd worked with before, was going to be moving back. And so he moved back. He now lives right over there. But that's actually, yes, the point of this. Our good and dear friend Sean, who has done incredible art for the show. The Chapter 2 characters was art of his. You may have seen Glacius and Queen Mab.
The generals.
The generals.
Doink specifically,
yes.
I remember.
Has brought
We're doing a thing, Sean.
You even said do the thing. You didn't even know.
I don't have like a cool like Green Day time of our lives thing. But honestly, like has contributed to the show in so many ways. The intro that you see that we are immensely proud of, all built in partnership and direct working with Sean. So much of the art and all the great things about this show. He's also helped kind of run typically he's running the studio. Stephanie's just crushing it tonight anyway. But she is part
Despite us.
He and she are the primary studio team, and they do incredible work. And so with Sean, he will be moving on from us. But if you like this thing, if you like what it is that we do, if you like kind of the vibe of what we are, it has been in no small way inspired by working with and around Sean. Around sounded kind of like a dig there at the end, right? And around him. No, but his influence on the show is like unmeasurable. So, Sean, get over here real quick.
Just show that sexy face over here.
Get over here.
Oh no. We're doing things.
Get over here. Son.
Oh, please. You're already camera ready.
Hop on.
Oh, Santa.
Hop on.
Doing a Santa laugh?
Bamta.
So, I bet they could probably get you. Here we
Remember
go.
this
Oh,
face.
hi.
So,
Remember it.
Oh, hi.
thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Remember this fucking face.
Yeah.
We're finally gonna unchain that little chain that's around your ankle and let you go.
You guys have all made me become human, so thank you. This process every Tuesday, coming and helping you guys just be this, is more than anything. So thank you. No, I have to say thank you for all that. Like, no, like for real. Like, you're telling me I'm going off and like I'm seeing all that, and like the world is out there and it's chaos and it's crazy. But like ultimately, if you can just come at it and just make everybody laugh and feel good and just have like a positivity to the world, that's what everybody wants. That's the whole world's meaning. So thank you. Like, you guys have made me be human for all of it. So thank you. Like, For real, there have been many a week where I'm just like waiting to get to this, where I'm just like sitting back there and laughing with all you guys. So thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Like, yeah, no, you guys are great. I love you. Like, so.
Love you, bro.
We love you.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be good. It's no
Shout
matter
out to
where we
you,
go,
love
you guys gonna be good. Yeah.
Just got hearts.
Yeah.
Love you, Doc.
Love you too. Oh, sorry for me. All right.
Sean knows that I do the monologues around here, and I am, I'll let him slide because he's.
So the intro, right?
and here we go. No, but for real, Sean, you rock, and we're gonna miss you, man. It's gonna, it'll be a whole different beast.
We love you. Everybody loves you.
Let's get to, thanks for making Ganjaria a thing.
You're welcome, Sean. Sean asked me to
for
make
Sean.
Ganjaria, and yeah, now he's gone. We'll just turn. It'll be blue lights every week.
Shangaria?
Ganjaria.
Do you guys want to play D&D? I guess. I don't know, guys.
Ganjaria.
You
Worth
take
it
6.
anymore.
See what happens. I guess.
Fireball.
Just apathetic.
Ganjaria.
Fuck it. I cast
Ganjaria.
fireball or
Yeah.
whatever.
Cool. I wanted to do that because I was like,
Something.
oh, Sean. Now I'm all sad. Good.
Good.
Good. That's
Use
where all
it.
the best stuff comes from.
Oh.
Oh, great. Sean, this is why. This is why he's fired.
You know what, Sean? Get out of here.
Why don't you?
Get out of here. Just leave already, would you?
Jeez.
You should just fire him right.
Yeah, Sean,
Fire
you're
him.
fired. Don't tell everybody you quit. You're not getting any benefits. Your ass is fired.
I don't
Yeah.
like this. This is weird. Like,
Yeah.
tell me nice and
Actually, if you
Check that other ankle,
fire
bro.
him, he does get benefits and severance.
Another chain.
If he quits, that's what we
After
want.
talking with my legal consultant, Drew, you're still fired. I don't care. I'll pay your benefits.
The ball's on this one. You gotta respect.
Take it.
I mean,
Put it in Stacia.
they're no meaty clackers, but
Meatiest.
So Brenna, you're not
What?
The-
doing this campaign.
who do you think you
Sean
are?
asked an interesting question. Who are you in this campaign?
Where do you get off?
Characters, guys. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. Hi. Oh yeah. I'm playing Gilda Radner.
It's a Radner.
Yeah. I am a, hold on, I'm just pulling everything up now just so I can be very specific. I am a plasmoid that crash landed on the planet like just like over 500 years ago. So right before it all turned to shit.
Yeah.
Right before
yeah.
it all changed.
Yeah. Oop.
Whoa! Ah!
Whoa!
She's a bard.
I am a bard. Yeah.
Sorry, music just
Too
started.
powerful for my own good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be a bard. I'm gonna be a silly. I just wanted to. Every character I've played has been like a getting in there, fisty slashy.
Melee. Yeah.
So I wanted to do something a little bit different, and so I want to be a bard. And I want to help, and I have all sorts of silly things.
Do you have a veal?
Oh, the veal.
Oh
it
yes,
veal?
a veal.
Right? That was the weapon we chose.
Yes.
We couldn't figure out.
I
Then
couldn't
somebody
figure out what it was.
I still kind of don't remember.
Yeah.
It is a
If I'm being honest.
stringed.
It's like a stringed instrument.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the
Like a
precursor to
viola?
the
I know.
violin.
I know.
It's not, but it's not a viola.
No.
It
The
was
viola
like,
is
it
a
was,
viola.
We were like,
that's a viola.
no, that would make sense, but
a good
it's
point.
like.
I thought you were
There's, like,
saying it wrong.
spelled
It's
something
like
else.
viola.
There's a-
Viola.
That's why you don't know what it is.
That's why you're wrong.
Guys, Brenna's talking. Let's take this seriously.
So between Drew, Brenna, and Nicole, you guys have played a session with Bram already. What's something you guys want out of this? What's something like for the next session? What's something?
Since he's not.
We're
He's
done
asking-
with we're
yeah.
done with
Mike,
your part,
so-
Sean. We already put you up on a
Sean's just
pedestal.
taking.
and
You're
you're
taking over the show. No.
So
Thanks for that
hold
lyric
on,
quest.
one at a time. So he's not mic'd. So he was asking, what is something that you guys want out of this campaign,
And you.
and me as well.
Not
Oh, I don't know. I just want to
Not you,
fuck
man.
around and find out. I want to just be a little bard boy and see what sort of girl. This is a female. I was explaining that she looks like a Pixar character, but
Yeah.
she's like Pixar mommy, but she's like see-through.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just weird
like,
because
I
you
don't-
can see her like organs and shit.
I was gonna ask, is she like an angelfish where you can like see her organs?
Yeah.
I'd be
so-
fine with that. As long as she looks like oh god, the ant from Big Hero
From
6.
Big Hero 6.
Oh, I love
Okay.
But she doesn't have any defining like
Need to
face
check
Maya Rudolph's
features.
voice, I was like, oh my god, that's like the perfect woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not like a face there. It's like it's
And
just,
she runs a
She
bakery.
just looks like
Oh
a
my
goo.
god.
Like as if there was like an outline of like a hot lady, but like she's just goo.
Hot lady, good
Ooh,
outline.
Jamie was like, it's a changeling, and she's like, no, this is just.
No.
This is-
No, that's
Like,
just
oh,
a-
you're halfway to
Yeah.
no.
No.
No, that's
Did
just-
you get stuck?
Yeah.
But I can reshape my body to give myself.
Must be nice.
Shape your
Yeah,
body.
I can reshape it. Well, I mean, like grow things back.
You can dye it.
You're like a
So it is nice.
starfish?
Must be nice.
There's another thing where I can go through.
Yeah,
I can
little
like go
1
through
inch
like
object.
1 inch.
I can like slurp through little keyholes and shit.
You have to
Yeah.
make that sound the
I
whole
will.
time.
But I can give bardic inspiration, and I'll be like, I'm gonna hold on. Let me sing you the song from my people. Bardic inspiration.
I'm
That's
so glad
nice.
you're going to be sitting next to me.
That's if you don't
Just closer and closer every
around
time.
either. But yeah, so yeah, I can counter charm. I can do all sorts of silly things.
Yeah, it's a sweet. I mean, bards are cool. I honestly, I would say maybe after like, no, I guess I play a lot of wizards and artifice. I play a lot of characters, but I do bards is like when I played Baldur's Gate 3. One of the first things I made was a bard. So I was just
Yeah.
like, they're so cool.
That's fun.
Pretty dope.
They're just really cool, man. And yeah, especially at like 10th level, your versatility, like the how much you're able to affect the battlefield. Also, you're a lore bard, so it's like you know a lot of stuff. You know the whole history, the exact.
Also,
like,
you're our mark.
Yeah, because you might remember, Shamir, that I think it was the year 725. No, 325. 725 hasn't happened yet. In the year 325, there was that unforgettable event where I think you were probably there.
Yeah, of course I was there. It was definitely when
Definitely.
the vampires had their wedding.
As they often do.
Yeah, and so when they had their wedding,
Yeah.
Nice day for a
everyone-
bite wedding.
yeah.
Well, I've only seen one vampire and it didn't go well.
Well, there was a vampire wedding,
Oh, what? See, so I had to be at least two.
and there were two of them,
There's
and
two.
let me tell you, it was quite the event.
So
Sounds
you
like
have
it.
to have two vampires in a. That seems worse to me personally.
what
Because when
were
there's
their
two of the
colors?
bad things. Because the one I saw was pretty bad.
I know, but two wrongs could make a white.
A white, which is
wedding.
another undead creature.
Yeah.
Another undead creature.
white,
That's usually what
It was there
is-
also.
Also there.
It was like one of those like when you think about like a Halloween party that like
just like
that
that.
What's
all
that?
monster movies would be. Halloween. It's sorry, space travel. There's this other planet they celebrate a thing called Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you know
There's
all of
spooky
that.
monsters and things like that.
Because of the Great Wedding at
The vampire-
at
two vampires.
325 AD.
I went.
AD.
I mean, I was super busy that day. There was a werewolf bar mitzvah, and and then the vampire.
How would you
How old
describe
are
it? With just two
Spooky.
words.
and scary.
What do you
Scary.
think? What
Were there
happened?
skeletons?
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this improv things. I should have. I should have.
Skeletons is what you started to do.
So yeah,
theme
that's
song.
what
So
happened.
that's it.
There was the wedding. It was the wedding of the century. Everyone was really into it.
Yeah, the 3rd century. 325?
Yes.
Well, wait, no, wouldn't that be the 4th? Like 0 through 1
Right, because like
Was
in the
one.
19s was the 20th
was the 20th,
century.
right? So it's the 4th century. It's the biggest part of the 4th century.
We're in the 21st.
Well, here, but in Ganjaria.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
6th century.
6.
525.
What year are we in?
526 now.
Great.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Now
now.
So wait, how old are you?
I'm 42.
Well, how were you at the vampire wedding then? It was in 300.
I.
Are you
If
a
you
vampire?
fucking turn into bats right now, dude.
I will freak out. I will freak out.
over.
Well, I mean,
Vampire. It's like a vampire alarm.
We're not all vampires.
I can't.
I'm starting to think
got
that
it,
everyone might
boys.
be vampires.
I can't
Albright, are you a vampire?
really
God.
answer that. I mean, I guess I could have been around.
Mr. Van
And
Helsing.
Thoricus'
You just said you were
grandson,
42.
so I mean,
How old are you?
How old is
Yeah. How old's
Tim?
Tenarchus?
Tim?
I mean, I was gonna say probably in the early hundreds.
Early 100.
Oh, he's still baby.
Yeah.
Thoricus was 200. We celebrated
Was
200.
200,
People
yeah.
knew about this wedding. You know.
And then
I mean,
5, so
I
you're
didn't-
725 years old.
Well,
Thoricus is.
Thoricus
not-
is. That's why she asked who
I did
was
live
like,
underground for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
with those wings.
What wings? I don't have any wings.
Doesn't have any wings anymore.
How do you know
just
about my
told him
wings?
I mean, I'm so
Who am I
confused.
talking to?
Are we playing, Or are we just talking as people? I'm so confused.
The answer is yes.
Ooh, Pathfinder Vampire. First
Pathfinder
was 42.
Yeah, so the wedding was the wedding of the century. Everyone had a good time, and nothing bad happened at all.
Not at all.
Even a
That's-
single thing.
Great. So
That's why it
at
was so
any time, if
remarkable.
I have a question about something, at some point I can ask you, and you'll know.
Any year.
That is,
Any year.
Big events, because I was
Only
around
big
for a lot of
events.
big parties. Yeah.
With no small parties.
And then I will back them up with lore.
I cannot wait. Okay, great.
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
Great,
So,
great.
because I when I got here, it just kind of was like, oh, and I was like a shapeless goo, and then I was around.
I know how that feels.
And then I found
We've all been there.
I was like a slimy slime, and then I found like a really awesome village of women. So I just was like, I'm
That's
gonna
pretty
look
cool.
like you, and then 'cause
Yeah.
they were doing great.
A bunch of people that I know morphed together and kind of made like a big goo at one point. Is it like that?
I hope not.
I think we're talking
I
about
haven't really
different
met any other
things.
goo.
That's true. You've never seen another plasmoid.
I have not seen another plasmoid around these parts.
Ah,
I'm the only one.
kind of like became a cube, sort of.
Oh, okay.
I don't have glasses. What question is that? How dare you?
You didn't invent
I
glasses.
definitely need them. So it'll be
Somebody
soon.
why they don't have glasses.
I need real glasses.
Real.
Oh yeah, no, these are
These are
strictly.
not. These are
for
blue
show.
light glasses.
Yes, as are mine.
As are Brenna's.
These are the ones that she was wearing, and I was like, I should get.
That's
these.
why they look familiar. I was like, man, those look like Brenna's.
Oh.
They're exactly the same.
They are Brenna's.
No, they're not.
They're just the same.
They're the exact
You saw
same.
them.
Ah, and then
I was
bought
like,
them.
oh, I like that with the tortoiseshell design. I was like,
Nice.
I can
You're
rock.
like,
Well, when we did the show on the computers
sorry.
Fine.
yeah.
It's armor. It
remember
actually
that
works.
time.
Like,
I know that.
I hadn't bought them because I
Your
thought we were
ears.
going to be doing it in here the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
Sure.
pretty high.
And then we ended up doing it on the computer for, God, almost 2 years or, yeah.
So, anyways, that's who I am.
So I needed them after a while.
Your blue lights.
Almost.
Protect you from the blue lights.
I'm just a goo. I'm a purple goo.
You're purple
And you can
goo.
dye yourself with dyes.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
that was fun.
I can use dyes
Pig
and dye myself.
bird.
Oh,
That makes me
also,
think of Zelda when you go and like dye your clothes.
I am also I have some sort of relation to Glorp.
Oh.
Like a
Because
second
Glorp is
cousin.
from
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
I am Glorp.
Whoa, you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to
wanna
glorp in
do
this
that
helmet,
that
bro.
helmet.
Great.
So yeah. But I'm an all right. Everything's fine.
His glasses. This
Okay.
counts as glasses.
Okay.
Titty just said, at this point, I've conditioned my players to say, go ahead and hit the bong when they crit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
There it
Mom.
is.
Nice.
That's it.
Noise.
If I've done nothing but this.
All right, Drew, who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, tell Sean who you are.
Sean doesn't.
What are you looking for?
He was the one
He's
asking.
asking.
What grandson are you?
Oh, I'm Tenaricus Joshua Onyxheart. Also could be Tiny Josh or
Tiny Josh.
Does
TJ.
Tiny Josh like to Josh?
Tiny
A
Josh
little
it is?
bit.
Oh, silly boy.
Okay.
A little bit. He's a little not so serious like grandpapa.
I know your grandpapa.
Yeah, my grandpapa is very yeah, he's serious. He's a serious guy. I still haven't settled on a voice for
I can't.
For-
Grandpapa.
I'm not
I was
doing-
wondering.
I
I
can't
was.
do that.
I was
Do
like,
that.
oh,
grandpapa.
grandpapa.
Why don't you love me, grandfather?
He speaks totally
I
normal,
am
but when he
Josh.
talks about grandpapa, he can't help but, like hop into a little boy
right,
voice.
little boy voice.
That isn't cream. Gotcha.
That's kind of where I was going.
Yeah, I know.
If I could high kick, I would, but yes.
Can't. It hurts.
Oh, don't
Anyway, yeah. So Sean, that's who I am. I'm Thoricus's grandson.
Grandson, right?
Grandpa.
Grandson. Yes.
Grandson.
What
What?
class? What are you doing?
Oh, paladin.
Pally baby.
Yes, but we're trying to come up with like a paladin and find the oath of something that fits kind of the background of Buraka and the something that's evolved over the past
Yeah. Just so you
525
guys,
years.
We're like basically like once we're done, we're gonna level up Nicole's character here. Once we're done with that, Drew and I have talked a little bit about like I believe strongly in giving my characters an epilogue to their characters, like all the cool stuff Pickles on Wii is probably doing right now, and Bruno or the bar scene, and there's this thing that I love to let the characters decide. Rather than like strictly writing myself, and I do think the collaborative story of the World of Ganjaria is this thing we're all kind of weaving together. And so with specifically with Thoricus, we're talking about like kind of where I would normally do my world building alone and then reveal these things to you, like because it is literally a kingdom built by Drew's former character. He and I are going to kind of like go through and do a little like 6 truths of the campaign. I'm going to do a little of this, do a little of that. And so yeah, we've been basically like bridging the gap between what occurred at the end of the 2nd chapter and where we are right now. And so that's kind of like one of the cool things is we might even make a little bit of our own version of what solves that question the best as far as subclass and stuff, and maybe changing some powers over to function a little bit more specific to the region. I think now, especially with like Tasha's rules, it's like pretty easy to like do that same thing, like give a value to a thing that you would have access to and comparatively give it to a different thing. So
we're responsible enough players to where we can nerf and OP certain things to where it evens out. Nothing's
totally. Yeah, and you'll know pretty quick. That's always and that's I typically aimed low for that reason. Like it's easy to dial up something. Yeah. But once you've had a cool thing, to not have that cool thing, even though it is that thing, that always hurts a little. Like somewhat. Like it's just like so I say turn your difficulty knobs up pretty slowly. But yeah, so you're what you said. What you're like 100 something years old.
Yeah. Well, let's I don't know. Like we'll say 142.
Boom.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there, guys?
All right. Vampire wedding.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Vampire wedding. Yeah, and I think because, I mean, obviously it's been a long time, but what little grandpapa can remember of the old days, he tells me his old stories, and I love hearing about that shit. But of course,
Who is your favorite from the stories?
Of mine?
No, that your grandpapa tells you.
Like which character that he hung out with? Did you like the most?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of who they all were. It's been 3 years, guys. Sorry.
But maybe like just like one that jumps out like real quickly.
Well, I was gonna.
Who's your favorite?
I was gonna say Brunor, but.
But because like, I didn't want to let it happen.
Like immediately.
Cha.
God, we're trying too hard.
No,
the alarms.
too much.
We're not supposed to be in here, guys.
I kind of like to think that TJ has like a important role within the military structure, not necessarily because of his bloodline or whatever, but because he's earned it, as Grandpapa would expect.
Right.
Grandpapa.
Yeah, and it's exactly. But you're not in charge of it.
Right, I'm not in charge of like super important things, but I think that he would hold a somewhat higher position than most, just because it would be expected to do so. And I don't remember why I was getting on that tangent about that.
Just basically like fleshing out some of the ideas.
Right,
we were talking about kind of building him around the Indicus Empire, like specifically from kind of the vantage of like what the kingdom Thoricus would have built, and now we get to live in that kingdom. Like, as a DM, I get to like, obviously I know like certain key factors, NPCs, places, and things, but it is like kind of cool to be like, well, what would you have built, knowing that what would Thoricus have done? And then now we get to see his lineage through his grandson. It's like such a fun little. I love D&D.
Well, I think that TJ would connect with Brunor out of the stories the most, just because it's so unlike Thoricus.
Yeah.
Still valiant, up on the front lines fighting,
Crusader.
Not giving a fuck, getting weird with it, but not as angry about shit. Just kind of having a little bit more fun with being there with awesome people doing awesome things.
Great Brian was there.
So I think that, and then of course, stories about Brian.
The Brian, baby. Our boy Brian. We do have a little Brian back. If you'll remember at the end of section 2, some of the shadow goo came together and forged a little goo Dracodile.
Oh yeah.
So, I'll kill him.
Yeah, what?
I'll kill him.
If you connect him, I will try to kill him.
So don't worry, I'll
Brian Fitz. That's right, Grim. Brian Fitz.
That is right.
Take that.
There's one thing we learned.
That's if you read in the subs under the spell.
Brian Fitz.
10 by 10. Brian Fitz plus you guys.
Brian's 15 feet.
Brian Fitz.
Brian Fitz.
Page 1. 142.
170. Well,
142.
it was decided in the early days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
Early on.
The Dracodile, bro. God, I love me some Brian. But maybe that's why I was like, maybe there's another little Brian. He's over there. Maybe somebody wants to pet him.
Maybe.
Yeah, we've got to feed him. It'll be like a which game is? I'm gonna forget the game. Where you have to like feed them. They level up their abilities. It wasn't Tamagotchi, but it was something like that. Anyway.
I played Nano.
But yeah, feed them up. Feed them full of the various dragon peni and see like, what kind of creature you get.
Makes sense.
It's kind of like an Eevee.
Yeah.
I love Eevee.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of dragon penis you feed them, they turn into different
Turn into that. Yeah.
Thing.
And I mean, there's all kinds.
It takes all sorts.
It takes all sorts.
So yeah, I mean, obviously Bruenor was dope, and everybody loves Bruenor. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Is it, I mean,
Bruenor is amazing.
I love hearing about the stories about Bruenor.
Yeah.
They're
There was
fantastic.
So many good ones.
Bruenor's like the cool prince.
Bruno
Yeah.
was the cool prince.
The cool
Bruno
prince.
was constantly drunk.
Chuck. Yeah.
And then
Shot.
and then enchantment was made. And I was like, God damn it.
You're like, dang it.
I did that.
That's kind of my.
That's my guy.
That was my guy, and you took it from me.
It's fine. They just saw our show and were like, that's a good idea.
That's kind of a real D&D thing. Anybody who's ever run D&D games, you'll be like, wait a minute, I just described that thing like 2 days ago. Like it was the entire. There's like 2 major releases of fantasy things in a row that like within the first 15 minutes of them, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you mean the theme of the campaign that I'm doing right now?
Right.
And then they're like, oh, there's all these changelings, and you never know who's. I'm like, I'm doing the changeling thing right now. That's what
Currently.
we're doing
Like-
right now.
Doing that now.
And then Lord of the Rings was like, oh, the red comet across the sky. I'm like, yeah, the God Seed, and it's an omen, and oh, leave me alone. Like, it's obviously.
Call me then.
They got little
Yes,
stuff.
just like let me in on it. Give me
I
stuff.
might have good junk up here.
But yeah, also it's just like I don't know. We're all pulling from so much of the same pop culture reference stuff anyway. So.
That's true.
And I don't care. Like that's the best. That's why being a DM is the best. If you've ever been like, man, you know what'd be cool is if it was like that, but a different way, then you can just do that. You can just do Top Gun, but from the
I'm
bottom.
still too shy to be a DM.
No, in fact, it's funny. I have in my notes here to challenge you to run a one-shot for us. Because of this whole concept I was saying. There is like Matt Colville, one thing he says, it's like, I think people would be surprised how much fun you have DMing. Like there's this idea, there's so much work to go into it.
but-
This new, like the set prep a session, 15 minutes, like Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master, a little bit like lighter, just like basically the trick is like get to where you're ready to improv and stop. Like it's like once you feel a little comfortable about, and you can limit it. A one shot can be anything. It can literally be like a battle arena. But that it's funny you said that because I was like, no, I literally was like, man, I think Drew should DM because I think you'd be really good at it. And I think you'd have a lot of fun with it. And then I also want to make all of you guys DM at some point. Like it's just, it's fun. You wouldn't be alone. I would be, you know,
Yeah,
like, it's
exactly.
like I could
like,
be
that's
there
the
for
only
like,
reason why I'm kind of like, I would kind of be into that because I'm like, I know the support system that I have around me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm
got you.
not afraid to fail around you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, I would love to fail with you.
Failing can be
Let's
just
fail
as much
gloriously
fun. Yeah,
together if we're gonna
exactly.
do it. Yeah.
Failure is opportunity.
Yeah.
Every time we've like failed a roll or something, it creates something even better.
That's it. It's not the opposite of
Like Jake
success.
not being able to get up the stairs.
Yeah, by falling down, like specifically that.
Those stairs fucking.
He's still
killed
falling
him.
on somewhere.
Or the fact that Brunor
really.
is blinked out of existence.
Blinked out. She got blowed up.
That was
Which
a 50-50 chance.
Pickles almost was too.
Yeah.
How many hags did we fight in that last one that had fucking
3?
disintegrate?
3.
Remember when I blew one out of a house?
That was hilarious.
Oh no! Did you blow 2 out?
I did.
I was like, I
I
remember
trapped one in a
definitely one.
bubble.
Yeah, one.
I essentially made one Glinda the Good Witch, but it couldn't get out of the bubble.
Some say she's still in that.
And then you
bubble.
Marvel
It's very
mastered
bad.
the whole circle. You're like, pew, 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 pew. Ah, what the fuck? I love D. This is why I love D&D. So this is kind of, it's funny, like what I'm joking, what I'm like talking about is kind of happening right now. Like I'm seeing, like in this moment, like it is obvious, like some of the stuff from previous things that they have connected to, that they enjoy, and I enjoy them as well. But it is like, this is extremely useful as a GM to be like, notice the details, the things that they're mentioning, like those clearly are important to them because they are resonating with them, like in front of you in real time.
Yeah.
And so this kind of a conversation is like such a gift where it's like, I want to support that thing. Now, that doesn't mean I'm just going to give you the candy you want, but it's like the things that you would want would be an outcome depending on how you play it, how the dice decide, and the whole, the whole D&D of it all.
Give me the
But it
fucking
does
candy.
this is like another thing just to any other DM. It's like this kind of stuff is like valuable. Just like hearing like, okay, that was something they specifically remember. Like we had 76 stories that we could have chose awesome Brunor moments or whatever from.
Could have,
but there are these things that just like boop, boop. You think Shamira and the Force Orbs and the hags and just blowing up and getting knocked off the owl.
Cut the heads
it's like
off those
these
guys.
things. That's like a good place to start when you're getting ready to build a campaign.
You're real good at the murder thing. You're like super good.
Especially if we're gonna be coming into like a battle heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also I'm excited about that to kind of get more
I want to make
tactical
sure
about
I've got good things in my
stuff.
pocket for that.
Yeah.
Sean, were you here for when Abby made her character?
Yay.
What? She's not here right now. Can somebody? I wasn't there.
Yeah,
wasn't
she
there.
did. She's doing an astral
I
elf
was.
druid of the Circle of Stars.
What's their name?
So it is. It was Sheila Major.
Oh.
Like a constellation. What's up, Shadows? Space Ghost. We had the same situation when a halfling tried to climb 20 feet up and just kept falling. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, he was a halfling
Chapter
paladin
one.
in
Halfling
heavy
paladin.
armor, couldn't get upstairs.
And there was a major boss fight on 3 different levels, and he just kept like. And some say he's still falling if you listen on a cold night.
He's the security in Sativan.
He's like
So.
Lieutenant.
Yes, we actually, her meat and potatoes have, again, we built the frame of the character. So it is this like astral elf. I thought it was kind of a cool storytelling opportunity for us because the stars are different in Ganjaria, like what that relationship to the stars is and what all that stuff. It's like we have a cool opportunity to explore what that is. Are these like representatives of the gods in the sky? Are they the dragons that didn't come back? Is it the frozen history? Like with a character like hers, we've had no reason to really talk about the stars in this game, but a character who comes from the stars, or whatever we call the stars, the twiddling things in the sky, the souls of heroes in the Hall of Legends, or whatever it is that answer becomes.
Right.
Through her, we kind of get that little glimpse. And it's funny because now with a plasmoid, as well as an astral elf, we have like 2 non-Ganjarian races that have found their way onto Ganjaria.
And
so
2
it's like
Ganjarian races that are up in space.
it's true. Yeah,
Digby
went back
and,
out
Dickens.
and Six Dicks.
Right.
I never met them. I never met them in space.
Oh,
Could have shown
right.
them around.
Oh man, they would have loved that.
They're always at the carnival.
Space Carnival? I've been there.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. Did you fight the giant
It's
clown?
terrifying.
With the cannons? And
The
you shot-
marionette.
Oh, I didn't go on that
Or
ride.
the,
Oh,
It was too
what do we call her?
scary.
it was scary. You were probably right, and I was wrong. But that's kind of, dude, like seriously. And then we also have Jake, who's like a human cleric that was like raised by kobolds that raises Kurtlemock from. And this goes back to the prologue. And so again, it's like you're kind of starting to see like the fabrics of the prologue, the story, what we're calling the Book of Everendel. How those characters have permeated the world of Ganjaria.
It was a group of Glorp followers that got stuck in a kobold village or something,
Yes.
and then they all just became like friends, and so.
And of David's lineage. Like he was
David.
with David, the great Kurtlemock.
David the
Kurtlemock cleric. The speaker of Kurtlemock.
David.
something like that.
Yeah, if you ask me to name something, I'm gonna
It'll be David.
nail it. I'm gonna nail it.
Hey, and here it is.
The David lore is.
Yeah.
Also, I remember this story was written by Brunor.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wrote that story about
Yeah.
David.
David was written by Brunor,
living it.
which is why he was saved from death that day and became the new priest of Kurtlemock. Go
So-
David.
Wow.
David.
That's some of the
Brunor.
fun
Cha.
about doing games and playing with the same people for years after years. You kind of get to see those stories permeate in. So we've got that. We've got Rex, level 10 human war cleric,
Rex Milo.
which is Jake. We have Shamira, who's level 8. We're about to make her level 10.
Woo!
We have Gildaradner or Gildaradner?
It's all one word, Gilderoy.
Gildaradner. They don't even understand. Yeah, like a blob.
blob.
Would be. Like why a need for space?
Very, the serpent
the
slayer
serpent
of
slayer.
me.
Yes, yes.
How you say yes?
How you say?
Tenaricus, Onyx Heart, and Sheila Major. So yeah, we are.
Tiny tie.
We have 2 major goals here to achieve after this. I'm actually probably going to call an early intermission tonight because I really have to pee.
Okay, early intermission.
And so when we come back, what we'll do is we'll level up our girl Shay from 8 to 10. And we'll go over like all the many options. Like that's access to a feat, so we can go over like feats, what they do, you know, kind of fill that in for people.
Yay!
I want more feet.
Yeah.
I want all the feet. She's turned
Damn
into
it.
a spider.
Of course, I showed up with a fucking
The
feet
thing
episode.
she fears she has become.
She's a spider lady.
Just constantly scared of
Head goes
myself.
back. There's been a few spider ladies in this. I play on them.
Oh yeah, you still have your spider shoes, right?
I do have spider
okay,
shoes.
good.
Always walking up the side.
Good.
Of things.
Still got those.
You're gonna want to hold on to those.
So yeah, we're gonna come back. We do us a little 10-minute intermission around here. We're all gonna use the restroom, fill up our waters. Make sure you're crit sipping if you're playing along at home. We haven't rolled dice, so let's just do lighters up right now. I'm just gonna call it.
Fucking
Here we
why
go.
not?
Oh, crit hit! Ha! I'm the DM. You can't argue.
Oh, friend.
Oh, there you go. Do you want magic items in this campaign or not? Yeah.
Oh, magic items.
Masters.
All right. We're gonna come back. What's that? We're getting a raid. Oh, it's Careful Cantrip coming in. Oh wait. Oh, raid helmet. Look out. Let's do it. Are you ready, Brenna? Do the thing.
Whoa.
Ready? Here we go.
Pencil.
Oh, raid helmet in the house, guys. Thank you for being here. Careful Cantrip. Well, now I feel bad. We got a raid coming in. Do you want? I have to pee though. Guys, I'm sorry.
Pee.
It's just
pee.
I'm just human, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have to pee.
A raid didn't change the fact.
No, it didn't. It
Not
kind of
crazy.
actually like I kind of have to pee more. Like I was
Right.
gonna jump up, literally was gonna be like, yeah, and I was like, haha, don't do it, bro.
You'll
Don't do it.
pee. You'll pee.
So we will be back. I know we love you guys. Careful Cantrip. Thanks for bringing them in. Follow them if you're not. Come on, fools. Follow them. I scream it at your
Go
faces
over it.
every
Don't be
week.
foolish.
It's bad for you if you hold it.
That's
Yes.
it. We're gonna
True,
do a little
pee.
battle royale. Your little guys can fight each other at the bottom of the screen. Check out the
Fight each
incredible
other
art.
to the pee.
Some of the incredible stuff that even Sean Gilchrist himself has made. Listen to the incredible music by Sandy Stein, and we will see you in 10 minutes while we continue
Pee.
this little prep sesh. This
Great.
is fucking
This
so
prep-
fun. I love hanging out
Prep
with you guys.
sesh pee.
Prep.
Yeah.
Welcome to the prep. Ow!
Are we the wolf pack now?
Wolf pack.
We're Pepper Brothers.
Wolf pack.
Whoa, crit.
Oh, welcome back, buds, to WeeDnD, the hot positive live tabletop role-playing experience. Thank you so much for hanging with us. If you came in on some of them hot raids from our friends over at Careful Cantrip.
Hot raids.
Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for checking out all that incredible art. We are so very blessed. On that note, we showed Grimm's art. You know what? We'll just do it. It's going to be a little. You know what? I'll show it over there.
Who won the battle royale?
Who won the battle royale?
Madam Thunder.
Sure.
Very alive, guys.
Sure. Is that why you were in the bathroom for so long? All right.
Funny, it didn't smell like you dropped a juice in there.
It smelled delightful in there. And there was Funyuns everywhere.
It smelled like you had enough time to murder someone, though.
Smelled like murder in there.
All right, so I did want to shout out some of we have some new animal art. I know this isn't the best way to do it. Don't worry, it'll make it to our art channels. But Vlad just like comes through and drops these like incredible.
That's upside down.
There you go.
It's fun to be like,
Warthog.
I'm a warthog. Here we go. What's next? What do we got? Oh, I'm Brian the crocodile. My name's the little Brian. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just a little crocodile. All right, that's the crocodile. We also have, I almost knocked the bong over. How about that? But yes, I'll be dropping this newest art series, but there is also an elephant.
I love elephants.
And then this thing, look at this how magical this creature is. Hold up, look at that. Just like you at home. Look at that.
Hala?
That's a scene. Like I have a whole, this character writes itself. We got Mad Bird streams coming in. Oh my gosh, thanks for the raid. Oh wait, I gotta put the raid helmet on. Raid helmet, look out. Hey, Brenna. Why don't you welcome in with a big old bango? Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. That's right. We're just going through some art here right now, submitted by our incredible artist. There's a pretty lion, like remember in The Lion King. And then we've got this owl brute. This owl breaks my heart. What if this owl lied to you? What would you think?
It would never lie to me.
How would you live? How would you live with yourself?
It'd be really hard for me to punch that face.
And then there's a little rat. I love rats. I bring this. I'm specifically a sad rhino. The Black Widow's amazing. These ones are just for me now. But this thing, okay. Let's just so this is in your life, just because it's this cute little tiny animal, and it's gonna be evil in the game, obviously. But it's too
Obviously.
Obviously.
So, sorry, I have to get this thing off. It actually hurts.
You sound just like her.
But we will be dropping some of the newest art. We'll have a new intermission coming for Chapter 3. There's all kinds. We have a lot of great stuff coming in from all these incredible artists. So thank you, Mad Bird Streams, for bringing people our way. We always continue the raid love at the end and try to bring our people over to another D&D community. And so thanks for bringing your party our way. We are prepping right now for Chapter 3, the Indicus Empire of the Ganjaria Saga. Our 4th season, our 3rd chapter. I know. I didn't think about a lot of that early on with season 0.
It's fine.
The prologue. Yeah. So,
and we already covered in the first half of this episode who the fuck we are.
Who you
guys
and what the fuck we do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Time for Nicolage.
Yeah, let's get my character leveled up.
Yeah, so we'll level you up. I'm interested, so like, again, this is one of those things as a DM when you like ask the player to like talk about their character. There's like there's a power in that because it's like there's things that you will mention or say that it's like, well, the fact that that's what you remember, it all helps. So because not everybody that'll be joining us for Chapter 3 or even everybody that's here now does know Shaymira. Like give us a little about what we've learned about this character that's coming into the 3rd chapter.
Who's your daddy?
Well,
What
so
does he do?
Shaymira is a member of the helping committee. And she truly wants to help people after,
Or elf.
blowing hags out of houses and,
That helps.
That helps. It helps people.
Slicing heads off of so many people.
So she loves slicing the heads off or just putting them into pieces. Do they have to be in one piece?
She often asked.
Often, and we'll continue. She'll continue to do
That's
that.
right. We're just inviting more of that in a very brutal campaign setting.
What I really, really love about what's about to happen is Shaymira has only known very small things, right? So she was part of this shifting council for a long time, and then even on a job for them found the helping committee, which she really connected with, and kind of they woke her up from this trance essentially that she was having from this secret group that was under the city. And because of that, she was able to start to see the cracks and what was going on and how to further help in a more positive way. And I think that idea is something that she wants to bring, because she now feels like she's got this ability to spot maybe these cracks that are happening and how to fix them in a unique way. Like it makes me think of when the glass, like a cup shatters and you fix it with gold.
Yes.
So she kind of wants to do that, where just because there's something maybe negative or unbalanced happening does not make the whole thing bad. It just, we have to find that way, that unique way for that specific thing to find its own balance. And that is good and bad. It can't just be all one thing, because that's just unbalanced.
Yeah.
So that's something that she really wants to do and explore, because she's so new to all of this, she doesn't even know.
And no longer able to shift. As
No longer.
Part of the finale sequence, like, you gave away your ability, like, rather than kill an innocent person
Yes.
That you didn't know, you decided to kill the changeling part of yourself. And so we've talked about like what that will mean. Like, again, like, I'm your DM. I don't want to just like storyline kill some cool stuff that your character does. Because a lot of players, when you make your character, I want to do that cool thing.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of ways that we can approach that, and maybe we will through some of the leveling up. Or as I've stated, if you weren't with us last week, we're going to be doing these little recorded one-on-ones between me and the players. The very D&D of it all, the whole, like, just how much of this is very like, what about this? Let's try this. Or you think about this, or blah, blah, and how quickly these things, you can just kind of see the one that they like the most, and that's the one that comes out of it. And so again, same with you, we're kind of building a skeleton right now. We'll have these meetings over the next week before our session 0, and then session 0 is all the meat, the skin and everything. And now we kind of finalize what story we want to tell.
Yeah.
And then we have this game by which to attempt to tell that story. And successes or failures will come into how we may have wanted that to go. And in a brutal kind of, again, like, I think what's fun about Shay is she's coming from the Kush Kingdoms, where when you asked to be listened to, a lot of people would stop and listen to what you have to say. And you're going into an area where long speeches are oft ignored or, mocked, or, and so it's I just want to challenge. It's not going to be like, you're a nerd for talking a lot, but it is like a place where it's your actions that speak volumes about what you believe, and in a brutal, proving yourself, not brutal, I want to take brutality out of that, but in a very harsh environment where that kind of like survival ability is kind of the strong thing that they all look to, rather than like the leadership qualities of the Kush Kingdoms.
Yeah, and what's interesting too, like for Shay, is because for some of that, with the exception of when she spoke to the changelings or her like direct group, she was Enra, who is a lot bigger than she actually. She's only like 5'4", 110 pounds. She's not very big.
That sounds tiny. I feel sorry for people that size.
But like Shamira was an angel. Like she was this huge angelic thing with giant wings and would turn heads a little easier than Shay does. So it'll be interesting to see like how that should, but it's good for being stealthy.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, and that's like an element that often didn't play into a lot of our combat mechanics. So many of our combats came from the narrative space, and so now this idea of being able to use, like, I mean, you have a 20 dexterity, so you're as naturally stealthy as a person can get without magic.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
And it's like the ability to ambush, the ability to set up, kind of thinking a little bit more in the tactical battle space than what we've done before. I'm like really excited to see.
Nicole, am excited because I'm still a very new player. It's been really exciting to kind of go into these different types of play that we're doing, right? Like getting to do those dungeons for the first time was really cool, and I'm excited to do the more battle heavy stuff, because we did some of it, but we really kind of focused more on the storytelling and where we're going versus the actual battle. We chose to be like, bye battle, and we went the other way.
I still contend that our final boss battle of that last chapter was actually a narrative boss battle. And that's like,
at best, a skill challenge.
Yeah, skill challenge as
best,
well, but like rooted in that
it was
concept. And that's what, again, that's kind of like
lore,
what when building the 5 leaves of this world, that was kind of the idea. It's like, look, you're like ice and iron, like, ironclad battle of warriors in like harsh conditions world. It's like, that's what this one sets in. And so it is like, there's like, that's the D&D Drew and I came up playing, was far more like, the farther back you go, the far more that dynamic of play was focused on. I honestly, like, I know people hate 4E, but I think 4E might be like one of the best extensions of specifically that thing. And so what we've kind of done is like taken our own stuff that we like and modified and changed, and now we're getting to see you guys at a pretty high level. Like, you're starting at level 10. So you're level 8. Shamira, when she left, was level 8. In this journey with Boxo's caravan, You and I have talked about maybe like finding some fun story that negates to the path that we want this character to go, and somewhat of an epilogue to your character's story from chapter 2, and then we reintroduce who we meet at the beginning of chapter 3, who might have changed in this 1 to 2 month journey from the Kush Kingdoms to the Indicus Empire.
Sorry, I ate so much of that.
And yeah, the popcorn has
so much of
been,
that.
it's in high demand.
glad I got it.
I'm gonna do what I did kind of last week. Actually, I'm gonna jump over there just so we can actually like legitimately. This is like I said, it's very low tech. Like we're like just going through
I
character
got
sheets.
20
stuff.
bucks
Like,
that says you can't jump over there.
all right.
Double or
Does
nothing.
jump mean I take my feet off the ground and then I'm over there and
That
my
is
feet touch
correct.
the ground?
Yes.
No, you fucker! Damn it! I shouldn't have said yes.
You know what?
I knew it. It's the
still gonna
second
win.
I said it. It's like he's gonna roll his ass over there with his feet off the ground somehow.
There's a little cord protector. I'll never make it over.
Thank
So you win this
Never.
round.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump over. We'll do this like we did last week. We'll just build these characters out real quick.
Okay.
Again, rogues have like one cool super soul knife thing, or we had talked a bit about if you wanted to multi-class or kind of stay with rogue, and we can make that decision now. Let me hop over here. I've also got Shay here, if it behooves you. Boom. All right, I'm gonna hop over
Just
there.
take 2 levels
through
of
the
fighters
power
so you have
of
2 attacks.
Through the
and then
power of
We'll just hide you all the time, and then you get double back or double sneak attacks.
And I'm like, ha, da da
you
da.
only sneak attack once a round.
I'm like a jack in the
kidding.
box.
I know. I just.
I'm just like in a box, and then you guys like put me somewhere, and then I jump out.
All right.
We have it pulled up on the screen in front of us.
All right. So.
That's nice.
Grandpapa will be very
Grandpapa.
Did we do this? Hold on.
Grandpapa.
No, it's in the wrong
Sean, you
space.
can probably send the DM channel. I don't think
Yeah.
I can make you mad.
It was just fun to see like the.
That was a lot of band. All right. We'll just do it like this. All right. So, Nicole, if like I said, you're gaining 2 levels right now. You are level 8. You're going to level 10.
Yeah.
You have options of adding other classes to your thing. We had talked a little bit about some of the cool soul knife powers that are coming up, as well as access to like feats and stuff. If you want to stick with rogue, I don't want to like misrepresent. I have kind of with a lot of the players that are still learning this specific aspect of the game, kind of the more gritty, rule-based battle side of the game. Multi-classing does add functionality, but it also starts to add in some questions that are a little unclear when like the base mechanics of the class you're coming off of aren't all the way concrete yet. So,
I'm really not I'm not leaning towards multi-classing.
yeah.
So.
And honestly, like Soul Knife is one of the coolest rogues that I've
Yeah.
seen. I have never played a Soul Knife, and like some of the abilities you're about to get, like the keystone of 2 abilities you're about to get, are like so freaking cool.
Yeah.
So here, we'll just do this. We're doing it like here. Do I have you guys on the right one? I don't. I'm gonna go like that. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
Let's push your camera.
No, because I'm here. I'm on the big one.
Right, but
Wait, but what about the other trio? Wasn't there this one?
yeah, no trio.
Like that red text that's like,
Hold
Indicus
No,
Empire.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
What's up, guys? Hold on, I want
you
to do
can't
it again.
ignore this.
Almost there.
We're almost there,
It's
guys.
right
We're doing
here.
this live.
Yeah,
It's fine. I'm over there. It's I don't really.
yeah.
So
Incubus vampire.
it's literally 2 levels, so I won't even be gone.
Was that the wedding?
It was.
Go sit over there. You're gonna be off the show. For a while.
Incubus actually opened for the wedding.
Ladies and
Just
gentlemen,
nice fun
tonight,
stuff when like nothing notable happens, you know?
Sean Gilchrist, Schrader.
Nothing notable.
All right. So as part of that, you will of course have 2 levels of hit points, which will roll out here shortly.
Yay!
But just to get to the nuts and bolts, the cool stuffs.
Get to the nuts.
You get soul blades. Do you have that
Yeah.
pulled up, or would you like to read it? Or you want me to?
I mean, I have a camera that is in my way.
Okay, I got
So
you.
I'll let you do. I mean, I can start it, and then
Yeah,
you have to take over.
Yeah.
Okay. So the homing strikes. If you make an attack, roll with
Your psychic blades and miss the target, you can
roll 1 psychic energy die and add the number
roll to the attack roll. If this causes the attack to
hit. You expand the sonic energy die.
Okay, so yeah, like you throw your sonic blade, you miss, you can take one of those, now you have those D8s, it'll be 6, because that's your proficiency modifier. So you have 6 of those D8s each time you long rest, or it might be short rest, I'll double check that.
Okay.
And you use those to activate your cool abilities. That mind link that you do, that costs 1,
Right.
and you roll the dice, you get that many hours.
Right.
This functions the same way. You throw your psychic blade at an enemy, you miss, you can roll one of those dice, burning that resource to add that number roll to the attack. If it does then hit, you use that dice. If it misses though, you don't lose the dice. You just get to put it back.
Got it.
Which is cool.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So you get
cool.
like an extra attack for like your blade. That's cool. All right.
Yeah, it helps turn a miss into a hit, which can be pretty big when you're.
And another miss into a it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
If you miss once.
I do.
Yeah.
I love the
Arj, that's
soul
actually
thing.
something when I was looking back at this, I just wanted to remind you of how cool that ability is. And we're talking about making player cards. And so I think
Right.
this would be a cool thing to have on that card for you. Like, here's these dice, here's where they go, this is the resource for them.
I would love that.
And what they do. That psi-bolstered knack is good because you do a lot of skill checks. And remember, when you're non-psych training, basically if you fail an ability check or with a skill or a tool that you have proficiency, you can roll a psionic energy dice and add that to the check.
Yeah.
So again, you have these little like mental ways to turn failures into successes, which as you've seen, with our pace of story can end up being rather large. So,
Yeah.
And then your psychic whispers, which is great for any party, giving you guys the ability to communicate.
That was careless whisper.
And then psychic teleportation.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. A bonus action.
You manifest one of your psychic blades, expend one,
The sonic energy die and roll it
and throw the blade at an unoccupied space that you can see up to a
number of feet away equal to 10.
times the number rolled. You then teleport to that space
Oh
and
shit.
The blade vanishes.
You're like Prince Noctis, wherever
Dude,
you
what?
if you throw
That's
your blade
amazing.
and then
Yeah.
it hits something, then you could teleport to where it
voiced
needs
by a
to.
friend of the
I
show.
go, I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, good old Ray Ray.
Rachel.
Bat!
Can you combine them? Can you throw all your blades and then like have one miss and then teleport the other? And like that's.
I mean, narratively, yes, as long as at the end of it you were landing a space. That's where I'm like flavoring.
Yeah.
I don't care. You can throw 100, and as long as the
When that needs
function
to
of what
happen,
happens is you
let me
teleport to a
know.
number
I'll
of
throw in my
equal to 10
inspiration
times the number
points.
rolled,
We'll
then I don't
double
mind.
up on it.
Narrative is awesome.
Yeah, it'll be epic.
That sounds dope.
Can't wait, guys.
From the battle doctor, that's so good.
So now
You
you've
want
got
to be battle ready.
yes, these both very much factor into like now your sneak attacks will hit more regularly. You know, I mean, now those stealth checks for ambushes and things like that, you're far more likely to be on the success side of those things. Plus, your stat is so high, your dex stat is so high. A lot of that stealth stuff, you're just going to be like, you're going to be doing real good. Unless you roll bad, and then we have a funny option to tell a different story.
Well, we know how that goes sometimes.
And then what's cool about rogues, they do something kind of like what fighters do, where they start getting a lot of, they're called ASIs, ability score improvements. So either you would add 2 to one of your stats plus 1 to 2 of them, or you can grab a feat. And we do use feats as an option. And again, like normally I would say like stats, again, kind of the play style of Shamira in chapter 2, feats making her more robust in skill check scenarios. But now that you are kind of going into more battle scenarios, the choice of like giving yourself a little better physical stats to be harder to hit with more health, or take a feat that gives you like these advantages in situations that you set up. So we can like go over some of those too and just see.
I am curious about the feats, especially when like you did Mage Hand, right? And I was like, oh right, there's all these feats that I don't know a whole lot about.
Her dex is maxed, Grim. She has a 20 dex.
Can you walk on walls with your feet?
With my shoes, yeah. As long as I have my shoes.
Yeah.
If I don't have my
Not
shoes,
with
I
her
can't do
feet,
it.
with her shoes.
So some of the feats, it's
Because
probably
I could put
just
the shoes on my hands, and then I could use my hands.
Technically, you're
great.
not wrong.
I know.
let's see. Yeah, they'll put them here. Okay, this is probably like
Unless
a dirty
Rules
way to
is
do
here
it,
and
but
says
it'll work.
technically Drew's wrong, which would
Like,
mean that
no,
you
they
are
have
wrong.
to be on your feet. Damn it.
Alert is very good. You get a +5 bonus to initiative. You cannot be surprised while you're conscious.
That's pretty good.
Other creatures do not get advantage on attack rolls
I knew
against
you were gonna do that.
for being unseen. It is funny. Jake's again. I don't want to steal you guys' cool things that some of your characters do. Jake has like he's very perceptive. He's very high at like noticing things. But for a rogue, getting +5 to initiative means you're going to get a lot of those sneak attack, early big damage
That
splashes.
is cool.
So
It's like she's
again,
always caffeinated.
yeah.
I know.
I think that could
five steps ahead
be
of
good
you.
for you.
I hate birthday parties.
You're real good at
Again,
thinking
like
on your
anybody,
feet.
telekinetic. Let's see. We'll jump to that. That's
Telekinetic
thrown out from
gives you
Graham.
mage hand and a bonus action shove or sharpshooter.
Yeah, sharpshooter. Yeah.
that
Here,
stealth
let's.
sniper?
Yeah, here.
I
Again,
love
like survival
Brandon
games.
Brandon says, yeah, like this is gonna fuck my shit up, but that would be a really good idea.
So no, there's an old. I play with a lot of tables. These are the feats that they like cancel out. I don't agree with it really. There is a big risk at missing for extra damage, but Man, it makes your like range stuff, which your soul knife abilities would be ranged attacks. Attacking at long range doesn't give disadvantage on your range attacks, so your side blades can go as far as the second range bracket. You can shoot your blades even farther with no penalty.
I see.
They ignore half cover and 3/4 cover, so if they're like hiding behind things, you can just kind of like have your daggers twist around and hit them rather than being penalized by them hiding from you. And before you make an attack with a weapon, you can decide to take -5 to the attack to see if you hit them to add +10 to the damage. So it's like risk -5 to hitting them. It's going to be a little harder for you to success at actually hitting them. But if you do hit them, you're going to do 10 extra damage. Like that damage scales pretty well. 10 extra damage is a lot of damage.
Like you automatically get a +10 to damage. Even if you roll a 1, it's now 11.
And it doesn't say it's only once. So like when you make 2 of those knife attacks, you could do it both times.
Can you combo that though? So like if it tracks the person, could she also use the second blade to teleport to the person then after that first attack?
What was
No, because I guess if it's 2 attacks or 2 actions.
No, it's just before you make any attack. What's up, tabletop titties? Welcome in. Titties! Sean, put the raid helmet on.
Don't cut yourself.
Don't hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself, please.
It's very sharp. Raid helmet. There we go. So yeah, you would be able to use it as anytime before you make an attack. You can say it. So if you have 2 attacks in a round, you can do it twice.
Just hit them.
Thanks for coming in, guys. Be sure to follow Tabletop Titties. If you are not, huge friend of the show, ran some games for us. Just a lovely member of the community. We love him very much.
Just kiss it out.
Just kiss it out. Smooch it out. Yeah. So now what's weird? Attacking at long range. Munch, you asked a good question about like if you would not get that disadvantage from shooting at a prone target. It does not say that. However, that makes a ton of sense to me. Like if you're like good enough to shoot around half cover, 3/4 cover, would you not be able to also shoot at a guy that's prone as well? Mm-hmm. I might look into that, but I'm tentative to say that like yes, you could shoot a prone target without that disadvantage that you get. Because I think that attacking at long range. Like that, I know it's just long range. That's simply the range mechanic, but I don't see how it's going to break the game to be like, you're going to get, a little bit of a longer strike. So yeah, I would say sharpshooter would do that. Maybe that makes a great feat even better, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Don't worry, there's lots of stuff. I have mini monsters
that you can
curve around
monsters.
people. Okay.
She's really good at bowling.
Oh my god.
And then I mean, just like looking through, there's also like cartographer. You're really good at making maps.
I'm sorry, that's
and
actual bowling at the same time.
Durable. You get a bunch of extra hit points. Fey touch. That's the one that Brenna had played with, where she got the mage hand and her ability to hex. Healers. You're not really like a healer play type. You can get higher armors. Lucky. One of the best feats in the game. Where like basically 3 times a day. You get to just be like, I'm gonna re-roll that d20, and if it passes, cool, thanks, it'll work. Or somebody's about to hit you, you can be like, I'm pretty lucky. You roll that again. It is a fun way to frustrate a DM, but it's also a great feat that I have in Baldur's Gate 3. So let's see, what other ones are good for?
You're not Brandon.
What?
Look, how could that not be Brandon? I'm doing all of the hand signals that Brandon would do. Look at this one. And now this one here. This one is, allow me to show you the second one. Yes, see how different it is from the first one? Tavern Brawl, telekinetic, that was one that they had mentioned where it's like your intelligence or wisdom or charisma goes up by 1, so you actually get a little bit of a stat boost from it. But you also get the mage hand cantrip, and you can like use a bonus action to push a creature with like your mind. And it has to pass a strength save or get knocked away. And you can like knock dudes off of stuff, and there's a lot of fun.
Mobile did well for me.
Yeah, mobile. I like pulled up 15 best mobiles on there.
Oh yeah, mobile, get that extra movement. Skulker.
Was just gone.
Skulker.
Yeah.
When you're hidden from a creature and you miss it with a ranged weapon attack, making an attack doesn't reveal your position. If you're kind of like sneaking up, setting ambushes, hiding when you're lightly obscured, it works a lot of creatures. Dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on your perception. Yeah, that does kind of make you, you're a little more adept at moving around the shadows as you're kind of setting up your stuff. So you know what I mean? Like there is kind of like almost a play style with some of these a little differently. Like is Shay like now clinging to the shadows a little bit more effectively and finding her point to strike? Has she worked on her ranged attacks and she's extending her ability to damage and impact and invoke her physical prowess in the battlefield. You know, and so the feat kind of helps do that and gives you some mechanical stuff that tweaks those abilities, if any of those jump out. This is also in the arena. I've talked with all the players about the one-on-ones that we're gonna do. I'm sorry, Kaladi, she's a soul knife rogue.
Your mom's a soul.
And so
My mom abandoned me.
she did.
How dare you?
She did.
Both of my mothers
Both
abandoned
moms.
me.
Wow.
The one I thought was my mother and the real one.
Rules explained. Welcome in. Technically, the skill
Thank
feat
you.
allows additional usage of the side bolstered knack because those only work for skills you are proficient in, and it is a skill and you are proficient in. That's pretty dope. Ooh, that's like a. Whew,
And if rules
that's a
says
strong
it,
in there. That's a strong.
rules is
that's
rules.
a strong little
Rosie's fucking
application of
rules.
the skill feat. Since those only work for skills you are proficient. Okay, yeah. My mom abandoned me. A rogue story. Exactly.
true.
Yes, both of them. And then we found a new mother, and she left too. Well,
I mean, I did have
D&D,
to.
guys. Ladders up, rules.
Classic
Good to see you.
rogue.
So yeah, there's again, this is one of those things. If you want to let it simmer a little bit, we can lock that down. And again, we're gonna record these and release them on the YouTube side of things. But if you want to like wait or simmer on some of these, look at other options. We can go over those a little bit more specifically. Or if there's one that's jumping out to you now and you're like, man, that's the one that I think I would probably go with. We can always set up that too. So where are you feeling?
I mean, I feel like I want to talk more about the feats because I want to make sure that I've got a good arsenal of things going into this battle centered.
Yeah, and it's especially because rogues function a pretty I don't want to say specific, every fight is different, but there is a certain play style that excels upon the things that rogues do well.
Yeah.
And so we can kind of go into some of those when we're making those little cards, you're active. That way you kind of, it just helps. It's to some of us, it's oh, well, a rogue is either going to be far away and sneak attacking with a ranged weapon or next to the fighter sneak attacking. But it's I don't necessarily think that large monster fights go that way.
Yeah.
So again, it's as we kind of go through the nitty gritty about what these will be going as, I think we can lock these in. So I don't think we have to choose it
Okay.
now.
Because I mean, thinking about too, the journey that Shay is going on. There's
Yes.
some of these that would be really cool. She would maybe pick that up on the journey there. So I have a couple ideas, but I feel I'm not ready to make a decision yet.
Totally.
Yeah.
And basically, which means all that we have left for you is hit points.
Great.
You do roll D8s, and so there you would have 2 of them because you're leveling up. Now you can. I've heard from soft-willed humans that you have the option. I mean, if any of us really have options,
Do any
to
of
take
us
5,
really have
the
options?
number 5, one a little higher than the 4, which would be half of your hit dice, plus your Constitution modifier. So you could just do that, take that 5 plus your Con modifier, which I think is 2, and I'm going to check right now. It is 2. You have a 14. Wait, yep, you have 14. So plus 2. So you would get 7 hit points, both of those levels, if you didn't roll. If you just took the average. If you just took and took and took, and just take from everybody.
I feel like we don't like this.
Or
Seen this dance before.
Oh, you do? Is that
I
what you
know.
feel already?
I know.
He hasn't even started laying it on yet.
I know.
Or once in a generation, a type of person is made that is prepared
more
to
elaborate.
challenge
Oh my god.
fate
You have no idea.
by mounting up, standing before their dice unafraid and saying, I can roll better than a 5. And I plan to. Also knowing that my DM will also roll 2d8 and let me choose his or her roll, but without knowing what I roll.
These classes are hiding my tears.
Tears. It's the diamond one, right?
PTSD
Right.
tears, yeah. The diamond. Oh, Sean gets a roll?
There's 2. There's 2 total. So
So I'm rolling two of these 8s.
2 of the 8s.
Wait, that's not Bam?
I'm a proxy. I'm a wizard.
I am going to stand in front of my dice and say, I will roll better than.
That's right.
I'm actually sitting.
And if
but
you don't, it's hilarious.
You don't have to stand.
I am standing
Yeah.
in front of my dice, and I am saying I'll roll better.
Yes.
Ah.
Roll well.
Woo! So wait, do I add them?
No, just tell me one of them first.
A 5.
A 5, okay. See, had you just taken it, you earned it yourself. I'm proud of you. And the other one.
The other one is a 5.
And so 2 5s.
2 5s.
So you rolled what they would have given you, but you earned it. You walked in, you
did.
said,
Yeah.
that one there is mine. Now,
Yeah.
however, Nicole, I also rolled twice. You can
you
choose
Oh.
to take my roll, not knowing what my roll was,
Oh, don't say that.
if you want. It could be bad though. Could be good. Could be bad. It's the risk of the dice. Now I will also say you have to declare if it was the first or the second roll, because I'm going to be honest with you.
What she does? What?
Wait, what?
All right.
Was there more to that statement?
I thought
so
there
sorry.
was gonna be more.
I feel like I got clipped on what the fuck you were gonna say.
I feel like it's a cliffhanger.
It's the helmet. So Nicole, you rolled a 5 on both. You're gonna add your con modifier to those if you want. That's 14 extra hit points right there, and game over. You took your 14 hit points. You walk away. But I also rolled 2d8 when you rolled 2d8. And I rolled 2 numbers. Now you can choose to replace your 5 with one of my numbers, but you don't know what my number is.
I don't know what your
Maybe it's better. Statistically, it would be worse.
is. Really?
Yeah, because
Where are
it's
we
like
getting
if
these
5
numbers?
is already, you know, the only thing better than that's a 6, 7, or an 8. Did I wrote?
I mean,
did
those
write-
are higher numbers. There's 3 higher numbers.
That's right.
It's not like I got the second highest number.
But there's 4 lower numbers than what you rolled.
I mean, that is also.
So yeah, you can
if
take
you're
your
gonna
14
go
hit
with
points,
with the averages, you're
slap 'em on.
at the average and a little bit above.
and you earned them.
And you
I
totally
earned
earned it
And,
by
and
rolling.
you have my respect.
Totally.
He said from the
Totally
helmet.
earned it.
Guys are stressing me out. I like the number I got.
All right.
I'm gonna take my number.
You're taking those 14. I like it. And honestly, good call. I rolled a 2 and a 3. Don't let me pick.
You're so
You're
wise.
hurting
I did
yourself.
better.
So wise.
With a gut, and a gut didn't steer.
Yeah, I just finished taking like a behavioral analysis profiling class, so getting better at my intuition.
So you can like lie to people better about how you feel?
No, I can catch people in lies.
Yes.
I watch you.
There's an override.
Good luck. Good luck.
What was it? It was
I'm Irish
14
Japanese,
more,
so
73.
I'm Irish. I'm alive.
Oh, it's a fine bit of hit points it is.
I'm boo.
All right, so at that point, Nicole, again, we are all basically at the same place. Our characters are all level 10s. We're going to have little one-on-ones to iron out these final details and make these little one-sheet cards for each one of us.
Great.
And with that, I actually might come back to the table.
Come back.
I mean, I've been here the whole time. Here, allow me to stand up from where I have been the entire time and walk over to the back, back to where I'm at. Come on back here. I mean, I've been here the whole time. So let me stand up and walk to the tech area. Here I go.
Yeah.
And walking
I
off.
didn't realize you were wearing the same thing as Sean today.
Yeah, no, I'm
yeah.
just
No,
changing.
ma'am, I'm
know what?
very impressed. I'm gonna get my D8s back.
There's no way. There's no
What
no way.
is happening?
Never way.
Oh
I know
wow.
No, guys, I know what you're thinking. You're like,
fine,
wait,
how are you?
did he just change his shirt? We
Oh
did.
my god.
We just changed it. I've been here the whole time.
The whole time?
The whole time?
Yep.
There you are, Pete.
There it is.
There you are, Pete.
Oh, there you
All right, so that gets you to 10. Again, there's been a lot of those feats that were recommended are very good ones. And especially for this kind of thing. And I think you're right. Like we can, one of the things we've talked about is like,
much. I'm sorry.
let's take the narrative paintbrush between like what happened where you left and where we're kind of getting to now at the beginning of this place. You know, it's been a lot of travel. You've gone with Boxo, could have seen in many number of fanciful things, went through the sea of trees. So you've seen some Feywild and come back on the salt roads. You know, it's like, there will be kind of like a through line that we get to, like, I'll let you fill in that gap and build with you through the lore. And then we get to test that new thing as we enter, chapter 3.
Yeah, I think it's fun to like add a feat to Shay, especially because like she lost a thing and I want to give her something.
Yeah, and there
little
might
extra.
be that might be where we do that tune-up. Like maybe your feat functions even a little beefier. And since again I took away like one of your core race abilities, don't worry. Like as taken away through narrative, there's always that possibility. We're entering high magic. There's that's not a thing that can happen. What
if she got like advantage, like on disguise, like on how good her disguise?
You would be
were? Like, she
exceptional at
always
disguise.
gets advantage
Yeah.
on that, or
you'd be the
something,
master
too.
of the sky. There you go.
Pop.
But yeah, I mean, and in no small, like you're still a spy. You still have all these like, spectacular abilities. And you know, what better to learn how to like dress like somebody than to become them? You know what I mean? It would be very easy for you to like know what you would have changed into to make them look certain ways. You know,
Yeah.
so I like that. I like it. Thanks, Brenna. I like it.
I
Brenna on the
like
right.
it.
That.
Brenna on the right.
I like.
Ba-doo-doo, beep, 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 boo. Oh, actor feet.
Actor feet. Yeah.
We both just
I think
start a band.
A two-person show.
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
eating. First purple worm shows up.
And
just,
they say that hop.
So that's it. We've got all right. So this with you guys kind of right here. So this is where we're at. Like we know who
Right
the players.
now?
We've got our 5. We're back to a 5.
Oh,
There's a lot of that symbolism through the
Oh my God! I rolled 2
You
5s.
rolled 2 5s.
oh,
Guys.
it's a sign.
It's a fine sign it is too.
Hey man.
It's a fine
That's a fine
sign.
It's a fine sign.
But yeah, so with you guys as we come into this point, like I've thrown out there, this is going to be a lot more like gridded, combat oriented. Possibly it's like Dungeon Delving 2. Like there are like fantastic locations to find bigger beasts, or it will be a little bit monster slay, monster of the week. You're basically like treasure hunting against other groups and the interactions between those things. So it will exist in that space of like it's going to be fast and quick, where the narrative is going to kind of flow through the combat mechanic itself.
Cool.
And so yes, these and most of the things you're fighting will be beasts, monsters, like not that aren't interested in discussing, but rather
they don't want to talk about their feelings.
yes. But you can. There is magic that'll allow you to speak to them and stuff. So I don't want to say that that's not still an option.
Right.
Just know that this is arena.
Initially, they're not going to want to talk about it.
Yes.
We can change some shit to maybe make that happen.
With a couple high fives. Yeah, we'll get the high 5 back.
Get Josh to
Oh
Josh.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Bring back Josh.
Bring Josh in.
Oh man, this is gonna be
We're
fun.
not today,
did
but
you
we'll do
roll
it someday. We're still in chapter 2 technically, so we can't do well on Josh checks. The high 5, man.
10.
The high 5. But yes. Oops, sorry. At this point now, this is basically where I say we're gonna go through some of the lore stuff. Specific to each character, there's a lot of secret in the sense of who you are and who everybody wants to see. That's why I think at this point it almost becomes more of a one-on-one thing. If there's any questions you have about the world, the lore of just the broader points, this is a fine place to have that discussion. If not, I would say like at this point, Abby, we're all kind of at this point now where it's like, all right, so now how is this person in this space and what part of their story are we telling,
Right.
And so then picking those, your spell lists and the equipment that you use. Well, each of you at level 10 will definitely have access to some magic items, and so we can use that to kind of craft the style a little bit more. But those will be kind of part of those little 30 to an hour, depending on time frames that we can catch.
The one-on-ones,
video
and of course session 0, which it all kind of comes together and
I'm so
conglomerates.
excited for us all to be together again.
That'll be good.
Yes. We'll change seats. We'll figure it out. We're gonna have 5 people
Yeah.
at the table.
Oh wait, me?
Yeah.
Drink.
Okay.
He said, "Well, I'll change seats."
And it's
I
gonna be
like
dope.
it. I can change seats. It's fine.
Is there anything you guys need from on my
on
end?
this side.
Like, is there any stats? Like, is there anything that's not fitting in right now? Is there any exploration, description? Do you guys kind of get the vibe and theme of this? I'll have a campaign
think
pitch. We'll have a
so.
one sheet. We'll do the whole thing
Yeah.
next week. But like, is there anything like that sticks out right now while I've got you?
Well, oh shit, I had kind of a thought before, but you guys were talking about stuff, and I was thinking kind of like if maybe you wanted to put a poll up for the audience to come up with different level monsters, and then maybe put that into like a bounty system so that as characters we could choose different levels of difficulty.
Yeah.
Depending that maybe the buds could come up with.
Yeah, I mean, even with the basic,
that make sense?
I know a lot of our guys are DMs, and so there is like a CR system built into most monsters. So there is kind of like hey, if you go get that CR 12, it's like there is kind of a tiered system. Different monster books do that a little bit better, but I would say from like our main access through D&D Beyond to like build some like monsters that you can just like go bag on the side. I like that a lot. Beholder, obviously, Arch called one right out the gate.
No.
A mimic, that
No.
same mimic from
I'm not the same.
From Everendel, the one that followed you
I
guys.
didn't die.
Man, what the fuck?
hanging out with that tambourine.
Oh man.
Yo, and it is like a
Still
choose your
rolling.
own. You guys know death is on the line, and so if you're choosing, like a beholder can kill you, like it
Right.
can, like it's
Straight up.
almost hard not to with a beholder sometimes. And so
Salud.
again, like tactics, what arena you want to choose, how you want to confront these things starts to become a whole part of the play style as well. Beholder, that's obviously in Dracolich. I think that's a DC-17, but yeah. Oh, we happen to know a Dracolich. Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
What?
Mind Flayer. I'm gonna say Mind Flayer Arcanist too, because it's like maybe do both. We'll just do Baldur's Gate 3.
I forgot the other thing thing that I can do,
Just on the side.
Nicole, is as a bonus action, you can extrude a pseudopod that's up to 6 inches wide and 10 feet long, or reabsorb it
Oh,
into your
that's what you
body.
were doing.
Yeah. But it's, I want it to
That's
just
fun.
be like a lazy looking like octopus. Like,
Right.
From off camera, like.
Yeah.
Like a soupy pool noodle.
Guys, I
day.
have 8 Sonic dice now with my level up. Yeah.
Psionic.
Rolling up
get
to 8,
more.
and they're D8s, and you get it'll be a D10 at level 11 too. So your first level, you'll get like a nice little boost in power. Yeah, the party comp is super cool. Like it's just like you've got like
A silly bard.
Yeah,
and
a
Fey touched
bard.
as well. I forgot that I took it again. because I was like,
It's so good. Yeah, because you get the stat from it too. Yeah, we've got a bard, we've got a paladin, we've got a ward cleric, soul knife, and a circle of stars druid. Like that's a dope party.
It's kind of a
pretty cool.
fucking awesome party. I'm
is.
real excited.
I'm really excited.
I'm gonna run through the meat grinder. I have been like it's been a joke, but it is like this is kind of a little bit of an old school. Like when you know you're going into some stuff where death might happen, maybe just have an idea for like what you would do if you had another character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had that thought actually. So,
And then
'cause I don't have that.
one of the dopest things I think it might have been Sam. But think about your character's death. I love that notion as like a player. Like it's not saying you go looking for your death, but it's like what would the death that I would want for this character to be? And then you kind of have that thing in a situation that might come up. You know what I mean? So
that was how I drove Brunor. I was like, Brunor would obviously want to die, like doing some sort of epic battle against a dragon.
A dragon,
and it always
yeah.
just worked out.
just
like, well, I
riding
didn't
it
die
around.
this time.
Yeah, so that's like when Brunor like went after her sister in the very end there, she was like, this is how I would go out if this is how I'm going out.
That's
and
it.
That's what happened.
Yeah, man.
Like that's kind of how she lived.
What would you be
I
thinking?
don't think
about?
Pickles ever even like conceptualized that they could die.
But yeah, now Pickles is like Goku.
Pickles had a lot to
You're in like that
deal with.
chamber.
Just charging up.
Yeah, with the Lord of Lost Time. You're out there just like putting on weighted tambourines.
Oh my god.
They weigh hundreds of pounds. Sparkles, Mandy coming in. Uh-oh, Radel man.
What?
Sparkles coming in. Thank you so much, friends. Oh,
There it is.
calling all Raiders. Thanks for being here.
Dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready.
Hi, every
Come
person
get
that wears a helmet like this
supper.
talks like this. I don't know what you say. I don't know what you
Ah, yes.
Yes, I'm going.
Welcome.
This is my old-timey helmet.
Yes, here we go.
Really old-timey.
I was about to smoke my coffee. That's not.
Lighters
what
up,
you
lighters
do.
up, Sparkles.
Smoke my coffee.
Oh,
I
man.
can't do it. Ooh, I could do it with a joint.
That was a lot.
Oh, did I lose my lighter? I did. You got a lighter over there?
Oh yeah,
Thanks, dude.
get in on this.
Yeah.
Oh, I also can do a song of rest, which I think will be helpful.
Song of rest.
If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d8 hit points.
Of course I made a character that has no ears. So stupid.
Dang it, I didn't hear that.
He took
Put your hand on it.
Yeah,
Ah,
right?
that was dope.
I plug his ears and sing to everybody else.
Yeah, bards are like super good support. It's like they're also fun to play in the space. Like Divot was a great example. He did a lot of crowd control magic.
Yes.
You know, confuse, distract, occupy the minds of certain
Bardic.
people, and then like make all your friends hit their stuff a little better. And it's especially at 10, like you start to have so much robust uses of the things that you have. It's a lot of fun to play. The role of a bard in D&D is a lot of fun because you can also just be a healer. Like you have access to so many different kits.
Yeah, I'd want to help everyone else out by casting things so that you guys can just murder.
Murder.
Yeah.
Murder.
Hey, me and a Munch party, not to give it too much away.
mean
Yeah,
help people.
Munch was a bard, and I was just like a crit fishing paladin in BG3, and we were unstoppable. I mean, it was a little D&D nerdy, breaking the game.
I hope we can build that sort of a
But
relationship.
yeah, as a paladin, it's like, hey, guy who's really good at a lot of stuff. Let me make you a little better at that stuff. And you're just like, raw, raw.
Songs of my people.
One-shotting bosses. But yeah. And then again, like ability to rest quickly, ability to sneak from the shadows, ability to hold up in combat. Like it's like this party is super balanced in tackling this task.
That's good.
Which is going to be great to like throw at that. Like it's I'm excited to run big monster fights, and I'm excited for you guys to experience them a little bit more.
Does anybody heal in the group?
Yeah, Jake's a war cleric. He has access to
That's
healing.
something
And I
didn't
heal,
have
and I
last
heal a
time.
little bit
And then paladins have healing touch.
sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
But I'm
You get access to healing
take
word,
most of the
Yeah.
damage.
and then scrolls.
Why do you keep hurting
healing
yourself?
potions. You guys know Boxo.
I love it.
Box.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
What's wrong with you?
I
Yeah,
love
Druid
it.
has healing too. That's so yeah, I mean, as far as like a nice little a battle-ready group, these synergies are pretty nice. We have our epic opportunities where we've talked about team attack mechanics. I think this is the game to bring that back as far as like a stat tactical advantage. Like when you do this, everybody gets plus this to this, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Based on synergies between classes. I just think that'll be a fun thing to do. And so I'm just going to challenge myself by saying it out loud. But we'll have that epic opportunity team attack function again. Legacy items, legacy inspirations, things that level as you level with them. I think it's like we're getting back into some of those mechanics from the older game. Now that we're getting into a little richer fantasy magic scenarios. So yeah, honestly, like as far as the characters go, I'm super excited to tell this story and kind of finalize this last piece of like where that story is, what we're trying to say. So. Who do you think your favorite character in the group is going to be?
Oh no. I don't know.
Think about it,
There's
it's
so
coming your
many
way.
fun ones.
Yeah. Is it the little like gooey plasmoid bard?
I don't know. We'll see. I want to like get to know everybody.
Yeah.
And their characters.
That's
Because you don't want
that's
them
part
to
of
make the same mistake
my
that they
favorite
made.
thing. I love getting to know the new
236.
characters. Or as a new character, getting to know the old characters.
Yeah.
You know, like tying our fates together. Like it doesn't
think
matter
that-
how it is. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
I feel like we'll probably have like a funny moment because I've met your grandfather, right? Your grandpapa. We battled
You
together.
did? He never told me about that.
I mean,
Was that
I'm
recently?
not surprised that he wouldn't tell you about that. Does he eat sandwiches anymore?
That's right. You guys tied over soon.
Have you seen him eat a sandwich lately?
I mean, the guy likes to eat. That's the other thing. I still don't know what I'm going to do.
I gotta admit,
voice-wise.
I forgot that you got pulled to that monster
I
match.
did.
And actually,
Shay was pulled to that monster match
So
and
that's,
met
I mean, that's
him.
canon.
Yeah, it's
and
canon.
stood your ground. Again,
did.
I salute
And
you.
Gave people food poisoning.
Okay,
Just
so-
a little,
There's
just a little bit. They would have probably got it anyway.
For you.
Susan
of food poisoning.
A flower.
Dash.
Just a pinchy
diarrhea.
A pinchy peen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, the story of all this is it just lines up so cool. I can't wait to see what's going on. So the next step for us all as characters is to jump into those one-on-ones, lock in those final things, kind of create the play cards, and just really like beat out the like nuts and bolts of some of the finer decisions as we've kind of built this skeleton.
I'm excited.
My plan, though, with Drew over here that we had talked about was doing some world building on the Indicus Empire. I think I'm actually going to do that separate. Like, I think that's another thing we should do. Because I want, like, they don't know. They don't get the extra stuff. That's you, and then we get to do this fun thing. So,
Oh, sure, yeah.
so I'm not doing it now.
Wait,
but
I'm
we
part of a
will.
thing that they're not part of?
Yeah.
That's never happened
We're
before.
doing it.
It's fun.
That's happened to me. I'm sure it was.
So that's what we'll have to do. So we'll do our
Sure it
one-on-ones, and then you and I are going to do that world building. I think it's a better way to do it because again, it's like that's access to like some knowledge that filtered through you or through the story is like, oh, there's some gifts.
And through you.
Yeah.
Like, we can incorporate a lot of that,
And you.
and you.
a lot of that planned lore that you
Not
had.
Sean though.
Everyone?
No, not
Sean,
Sean.
guys.
Leave it.
Let's give a hand to Sean. Let's give a hand to Sean.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, our good friend Sean. This is his last show, and because we're killing him
For now.
later.
It's his last show for now.
This one's the killer. Should I speak to the show every Tuesday?
I was reading these things. It's like support a murder. It's not murder if you eat them.
You don't do that to you?
It's not murder if you eat them.
You guys don't do that here? That's one of my favorite
That was
Weed&d
so
jokes all
funny.
time.
What?
What?
When it was like, we should eat him, and everybody looked at you like, well, you don't do that here?
Oh,
That's
you
like-
guys don't. Is that
I
not?
see it. It's so good.
So good.
Because like,
What?
They eventually got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Yeah, they eventually were on board.
There was the chamber where all accents went away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the chamber
Oh,
of
that was funny.
not
weird.
accents, of unaccent.
I didn't just forget to do the accent for a character.
No,
it was a magic trick
Yeah, it just,
of the room.
I am just a bear.
How you say?
How you say?
How you say, bear?
Honestly, dudes, we've checked off the boxes of the things that I needed to take care of.
Boxes.
It's been
Squid. You mean squid?
it's dope to just get to like hang out with you guys too. Like this has been nice.
I guess I'm okay with it.
I'm really excited to like tell a new story with you guys. And, like,
I'm
Hell
excited
yeah.
to have 5 people at the table.
Yeah.
6 people rather.
and eventually we'll steal Gus back and we'll make it all 6. Hey,
Yeah,
Tyler.
have the
Yeah, that's right over there.
Kissy, kissy, kiss.
What's with Sean? Hey, Sean, get out here one more time, man.
Yeah, come on.
Get over here.
Ba-da-ba.
Sean, we love you, bro. We're wishing you fucking all the best in your journeys.
Yay!
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everything.
He's been great. Shout out Steph has been running studio all night like a boss.
Absolutely.
Look at it, Sean.
Yep.
I didn't do anything.
Got the whole time.
It's just Steph. It's just Steph. Look at that.
Just
Love you all.
thank you, Sean. We love you too, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
I love
Whenever
you
you
guys.
come back.
I love you guys. I look forward to telling this crazy story that is surely about to unfold.
I am really excited.
Again, kudos to you guys. Shoelaces in Paris was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was like a great
I
night.
had a fucking bonkers good time.
Dude, yeah. We did.
Bonkers.
We did. We guffawed greatly.
Thank you.
Great show.
Thank you very much.
We worked very hard on it.
We did.
Everybody's doing cool stuff. We're working on some cool stuff right now. There's going to be a lot of cool things coming through. We're going to have some upgrades and designs coming for this chapter 3 stuff. So, guys, I'm excited to get to it.
Hell yeah.
We're switching chairs around.
We're switching chairs around.
Switching
Storming new
shades.
horizons.
Switch all the way.
Thank you guys. Thanks to all the buds for hanging with us tonight.
Of course, thanks to all
Thanks
the
to
boys.
Sean for all the stuff that he's done for us. We
Hell
seriously
yeah.
love you,
I
bud.
have the lighter I was using.
I
Oh
hear you go. You
shit!
take
I was
that
clearing
one.
that bowl the
Take
whole
that one.
time. So.
I got
The
one.
whole time.
The whole time?
Yep.
Whole time.
Thank you guys for being on
Thank you
board
guys
with that.
for just even these kind of like behind the scenes little vibe prep sessions. I think this is valuable for all of our players, and I hope it's been good for you guys too.
Yeah.
Thanks to the best cast in the world. We have all their characters made, and now we're gonna start playing D&D. Join us.
I'm so
Wait,
excited.
real fast, before
Yep.
we go, what was the thing where we all rolled dice at the same time for somebody's?
That was for
Hit points.
Hit points,
Okay.
but
She only had 2
but she's
levels.
only going up 2 levels, where
Oh.
all of us went up 10 levels. That's
it.
why
For
we
a second,
did it.
I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Because
she just
I was like,
Yeah, no, because we were all new
And she
characters.
shows up with
Right,
14
right.
hit points, and I just
I was literally like, but what?
I'm
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. You.
no!
Just like, she's back.
Don't you kill
Yeah.
me.
But no, but like
God.
a
It's so
shot for
good.
shot. It's exactly.
It's
People
exactly
will be so mad.
I'd be so
the
mad.
Robert
exact
Baratheon will be
replica.
there.
No!
People will be so
Shot for
angry.
shot.
People will be angry.
Remake.
But no, we're gonna have us
She's
a
the
good old time,
hero.
and I'm very excited. Stay tuned. Like I said, we're gonna be popping some videos up on YouTube that are non-Twitch vids with the one-on-ones with all the cast. If you want to check us out over YouTube, we have a lot of our content and all of it. It's all there. Over 100 episodes. We are
many.
basically next Tuesday going to be session zeroing the 3rd chapter, the Indicus Empire, and oh, it's gonna be so dope.
Hold on to your butt.
Oh yeah! We do have a little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't, but we like to take a lighter like this one here. Make sure we're not gonna light any of our friends, family, or household pets on fire. And one time for Sean Gilchrist,
Yeah.
light us up.
Oh,
There it is.
Thanks for hanging with us, buds. We will be here next Tuesday with some session zeros. Guys, holy shit.
Hold on.
Jake,
What?
Nicole, tell Brenna,
Brenna.
Jake,
Yes.
Brennan had something to say.
Brenna,
Jake?
Jake,
are you about to
Drew?
monologue?
monologue?
Nicole was saying, Drew was wondering.
Yes.
If
That.
Jake could.
What?
So what? You can't touch me, 'cause I'm from the internet.
Wow.